What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Hangout spot where you already know it's Real Talk, Boxing Talk, live from my man cave. It's your boy Johnny, and I'm your host for a special post-fight edition of the Hangout spot live early Sunday morning. Let's get it popping, y'all. Let's get ready to rumble.
Here's Johnny.
And I want to welcome everybody here early Sunday morning, man. Oh, man, another excellent Saturday of boxing, bro. Another excellent Saturday of boxing. And I just want to say shout out to my home country, Puerto Rico. We got a new world champion. We got the youngest world champion in boxing at 22 years old. Shout out to Xander Zayas, bro.
Let's go, champ.
Excellent performance tonight, man. Excellent performance tonight. Unanimous decision victory over a tough Mexican guy, Chino Garcia, man. It was a great fight, man. And Xander showed a lot of different things in this fight, man. Boxing ability, footwork. I mean, the counter punching, the ring generalship. He showed a lot. He showed a lot in this fight, man. And he took some punches. Obviously, this is a fight, man. This is a championship fight. These two were 1 and 2, in contention in the rankings for this WBO 154-pound title, man. And Xander did his thing, man. I'm proud of him. Man. And yeah, the youngest Puerto Rican champion right now. Obviously, the youngest world champion in boxing right now, man. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to him, man. I thought it was a masterful boxing performance, a clinic against a tough guy, man. Chino Garcia. He came to fight, bro. We knew that was gonna happen, and Xander showed us a different level, man. A different level. And let's not forget, he's just 22 years old. And I want to apologize for everybody, man. I was trying to go live a little bit early. I was having issues with this mixer, man. Hopefully you guys can hear me clearly. Can I get a sound check, man? Can I get a sound check? In the meantime, make sure you guys smash that like button. You know the ground rules here at the Hangout spot, man. If you're watching this live on YouTube, hit that like button and help us get this channel out into the algorithm of other boxing fans so they know we rock out. Weeknights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sunday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're doing live post-fight reactions like we're doing now. I want to open up the phone lines. I want to get everybody's take on what I thought was a really, really good night of boxing, man. Really good night of boxing, man. This is the third week in a row in July that we've been treated to multiple cards on a Saturday night. And we win. At the end of the day, the boxing fans, they're true hardcores. We win, man. So definitely smash that like button if you're watching this on YouTube. We're also streaming live on X. If you guys are watching this, throw me a retweet, share, like, come on over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel. We're also streaming this live on Facebook as well. So that bodes for you guys as well. Throw me a like, come on over to the YouTube channel. One of the ground rules is you have to subscribe to the Hangout spot. More importantly, if you've done that already, help us grow, man. Help us grow. It's free, man. Text a friend, tell him to subscribe, and tell him to tell a friend, man. There are power in numbers, man. You know the saying here, man. We're the little engine that could right now, but we're trying to turn this bitch into a locomotive. In order for us to do that, we're going to need some more passengers on this train, / more subscribers, / more family members, man. Boxing is where it's at. The Hangout spot is where it's at. Last but not least, I want y'all to cook in the chat, man. Interact. Get your questions out there. If you want to throw a donation for your brother, the best way to do that is via Super Chat, Super Sticker, Super Thank You, or Cash App scrolling down below, man. Any penny counts. We putting in that work. Late night, we are here. It don't matter if we're here a little bit late. We're still here, man. And we're going to get it popping, man. And I want to hear from everybody, man. How did you guys think of Xander Zayas' performance tonight, man? The new 154-pound WBO champion of the world, man. 22 years old, the youngest champion in boxing. Shout out to Puerto Rico, baby.
My man. Let's go, champ. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was a great performance, man. I'm proud of him, man. And hopefully this will elevate him, man. He's only 22 years old. He's still learning. This was his first 12-round fight. And, it did look like he faded a little bit towards the ending part of the fight. It did a little bit more moving, at the ending part. But he secured rounds, man. He was doing his thing, man. Again, man, the combinations, the counter punching, the placement, the footwork. There's a lot to like about Xander Zayas, man. There's a lot to like about Xander Zayas. And if he follows suit to what Sebastian Fundora has done, we've said it here time and time again, to what Brian Norman Jr. has done since those guys won titles. To me, it has elevated, their mentality, their skill level. It's a little bit different, man. It's hard to get to the mountaintop, but it's harder to stay on the mountaintop. When you are hunting, it's one thing, but when you are the hunted, it changes your mentality, right? It's harder to stay on the mountaintop. So, hopefully this elevates him, to new heights. He's only 22 years old. He did call out Sebastian Fundora, for a possible unification. I don't know if that happens, but it'd be interesting to see if it does. There's a lot to like about Xander Zayas, man. There's a lot to like. And I know that there's some haters out there, moving around too much, a little bit too much hugging, but at the end of the day, that's boxing, man. It's about hitting and not getting hit, clean, effective punching, footwork. He showed a different skill level against Chino Garcia. I mean, that goes without being said. He showed a different skill level, so you got to give him props for that. 22 years old. Remember that, guys. Remember that. Remember that. Word. Let me put the link in the chat, man. I want to take some calls, man. I want to see, or more importantly, I want to hear what you guys have to say about this performance, man. We also had Bruce Shushu Carrington, man, who won an interim WBC title at featherweight. Absolutely dominated. I had it as a clean sweep against Hayter, a tough opponent. Tim Bradley was very, very critical of Shushu's lack of not being able to stop this guy. And I thought it was a little harsh because at the end of the day, when you cook somebody 12-0 and 11-1, and you show a skill set that I believe can be amongst the elite at featherweight, it's a little bit critical. Sometimes you're not going to knock out your opponent. This guy was a tough guy. This guy was a very, very tough guy. But Shushu showed a different level. I had it a clean sweep, a shutout. It's hard to be able to criticize a shutout, even though you expect higher and you want to see him cook this guy and potentially knock him out. But at the end of the day, great performance by Shushu. Great performance by Shushu. Winning this fight convincingly. But yeah, man, a lot to like. We have Rohan Polanco, who wins by unanimous decision against a tough Quinton Randall, a guy that really, realistically, no one has really looked good against. And he did what he needed to do in a decision there. So a lot to like there, although there were some people, again, I've been reading the comments on social media, Twitter, X, all this other stuff. They were critical. People were expecting Rohan to kind of walk over this guy, but again, he's a hard guy to walk over. But let's go to the phone lines, man. We got the Maniac in the building, the Boxing Maniac. What's good, my brother? You are live and direct. Are you just leaving the garden, or are you getting home?
Nah, bro, I'm back in the Bronx.
Okay. So tell me, man, first and foremost, how was the atmosphere?
Crazy. They showed up. We definitely showed up for Xander, man. The Boricuas was in the building without a doubt. The support was there.
And talk to me about the main event, man. Talk to me about the main event. Hearing it on TV again, it seemed like there was a pro Xander crowd, in the building, ready to erupt, and at the end of the day, he did what he needed to do. He boxed himself his way into a championship. He is now the youngest champion in professional boxing. Talk to me about his performance, because I know in the past you've been critical of Xander's performance. This was a tough dude. Chino Garcia came to fight. But Xander, in my opinion, showed a different level in there. Talk to me.
Yeah, so regarding Xander's performance, very good performance, right? Since there's light here, let me just stop a little bit. So, again, he did exactly what we spoke about on the preview show, right? His movement, his skill set. And like I mentioned, that Garcia, he's not your typical pressure, a Mexican pressure fighter. that throws, volume. He don't got volume. He don't throw a lot of punches. So to me, that helps Xander a lot in this fight, right? But regardless, if we're going on performance, hell of a performance. He did what he had to do. If he lost 2 rounds, I think that was a lot, right? So I had it around 10-2 for Xander, right? Again, like you said, youngest champion in boxing, right? But you're a champion now. Now the standard is high, right, John? It's not the same no more, right? It's like you don't live with mommy no more. You live on your own. Got to pay your own bills. Got to be responsible. It gets harder now. It gets harder when you move out of mommy's house. So Xander, to me personally, I just got to call it like it is. I don't think he beats Fedora, Mortazaliev, Madrimov. The only fighter I think I would like for him to fight that it give me more of a measuring stick and where he's at as a fighter, someone like Erickson Lubin, right? But I think Lubin is going the IBF route. So I don't know if we ever get that. So I'm just speaking about future opponents and how I see him match up against the top fighters at 54. I just don't think Xander beats those guys. Now, that's not to say he can't beat those guys. I'm just saying, me personally, I don't think he could beat the Fedora, the Virgil Ortiz, guys like that. But it's boxing. You don't win fights on paper, Johnny. You got to win them in the ring. Does he possess the skill set? Yes. But it's just something about him. Again, that I'm not sold yet. But he whooped ass tonight, though. He deserved that title.
That's what's up, man. What was the crowd like when he won, man, and it got announced, man?
I'm going to send it to you. That's why as soon as, they gave him the title, I recorded that, then I was out. I don't, like it's my bedtime. So I'm not hanging around, bro. I got an early day tomorrow with the family. We're going to be out up and early. So, again, man, I was there, and I want to be clear, right? Because I had a couple of people come up to me. Yo, Maniac, why you be hating on our boy Xander? I said, yo, why y'all keep saying I'm hating on Xander? I said, listen to my preview video. I said, listen to me on Johnny's show on the Hangout. Bro, I never said anything. I never said I disliked him. I never said that he's overrated. I never said I just said he doesn't have superstar potential. So they see that as hate. They take that as hate. Phil, what up? Trilla? Yeah, so they take that as hate. That's not hate. That's just my opinion. Everyone's allowed that. Just because I'm Puerto Rican doesn't mean I'm going to be like, oh, Puerto Rican, he's the greatest fighter. No one's going to beat him like they do with Crawford and Tank and Shakur. Nah, I'm not like that. I keep it real, whether it's a fight I like or not. So, again, that's my opinion. Many feel different, and I was there cheering. I did. Spend my hard-earned money there rooting for my fellow Boricua, and he got it. Now we got 4 world champions, Oscar Collazo at 105, Renee Santiago at 108, Subriel at 140, and now Xander at 154.
That's what I'm talking about, puñeta. Let's go, bro. All right. I mean, that's fair, but what would you think it would take for you to get convinced that he could be a potential star in the sport? Because I saw a lot of good today against a tough dude, bro. The boxing, the counter punching, the movement, the footwork. I saw a lot of good in there. And I knew it was going to be a fight. At the end of the day, it's a fight. This was 1 and 2, in the rankings for the WBO title. So it was no easy task. The dude basically won 10 out of 12 rounds, in my opinion. If I gave Chino 2 rounds. So what would it is it a power thing? Is it because he doesn't possess that left hook that most great Puerto Rican fighters present? What is it that doesn't get you over the hump?
So, all right, this is one of them. Is you're right. All right, maybe he's 22. That man's strength hasn't got there. He just doesn't have a killer instinct for me. That's one. Now, again, that's preference, right? Because you don't have to be a killer to be great. We know that. And again, remember how I said me personally.
Right.
Normally, when there's a Puerto Rican fighter, I'm speaking for Puerto Rican fighters, not in general, they have the full package. Xander lacks that. And like I said, yes, Garcia, he was tough, but very limited though. Let's be clear. This guy was very, very sloppy, throw very wide punches, bad defensively, bad footwork. He was just tough. That's all he was. A tough fighter. Right? And by it, Xander didn't struggle with him. So that's why I did like that. But he hit Xander with some shit. And I'm like, oh, all right, Xander ate that, cool. I'm just saying, for me, Johnny, as a matter of fact, before I get there, that was a Tim Duncan performance. I like that. First of all, I love that reference. I love that. It was very Tim Duncan-ish. But he's going to have to beat someone like Fundora. He's going to have to beat someone like Virgil. Not be competitive. Not lose. I'm like, yo, but I don't care if it's a close fight. Puerto Ricans, we don't celebrate losses, bro. It's wins. If we lose, we got it's back. You know what I'm saying? It's back to square one. But what I'm saying is, as far as the for me, he's gonna have to beat one of those guys, Johnny. And then that was gonna tell us, okay, you know what? I was wrong. And that's okay. And what I said, I want to be wrong about Xander. I want to be wrong so bad. This is the crow that I want to eat so bad. Is me doubting Xander about being great. You understand? Because becoming the world, look, Rolly was a world champion. Cambosos was a world champion. So, but not at this age. You still got to give him his credit, which I'm doing. Whether the haters want to hate, fine, buy it. They could do that. He's a world champion. He dominated. He did not struggle. But now we're talking about moving forward. Who at 54? And we know, Johnny, it's a shark-infested division. And I mentioned the guys that I think he cannot beat. And we're going to have to see moving forward how Top Rank moves him. Do they unify him with a Fundora? Do they take a mandatory? And depends who's the mandatory. Do they move up to 160? Because there was rumors that, making 154 what was tough. I don't know how true that is, but that was a word.
No doubt, no doubt. No. Fair criticism again at the end of the day. But you're not the only one that wants to see you eat that crow, bro. I want to see you eat that. So he's got to continue to do what he needs to do. This was a good step in the right direction. 22 years old, and he's already a world champion. I applaud that performance, and I get what you're saying. There's still a lot to prove, but hey, man, you know how it is. We've said this before. A lot of champions have become even better after they get that strap, man. It just changes their mentality. It changes their confidence level. They're no longer hunting. They're being hunted, so they know it's harder to stay on the mountaintop. He's a hard worker. He's focused. There's a lot to like about Xander Zayas, but the future's bright, man. I think the future's bright, and it's there for the taking, man. He's just got to continue to improve. He's got to continue to improve. And like I said, if he becomes the Tim Duncan of Puerto Rican boxing and not the Shaquille O'Neal that's dunking on everybody, I'm okay with that, bro. Because Tim Duncan was winning titles, bro. Tim Duncan was winning titles and will go down as one of the best to ever do it in basketball. So,
correct.
Yeah.
I want to ask you. A question, Johnny. Realistically, let's say where we at? We in July. So let's say like November, December, Xander comes back. He's going to fight Fundora, or he's going to fight Virgil Ortiz. What, realistically, on the scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the most confidence that Xander wins that fight, what do you give Xander on a scale from 1 to 10 of winning either of those fights?
I mean, you got to consider those guys the favorite. You know, I'm not gonna cap, but I'm not gonna sit there and tell you that I totally think either one of those guys wash him. I mean, again, you know, he possesses a good skill of boxing. We'll see. You know, we got to see. We got to see. This is still fresh in my mind. You know, I'm still very, very happy, you know, that he was able to do what he did at his age. So let it marinate a little bit and let's see if those fights happen. Again, that's easier said than done. You know, it'd be very, very hard pressed for me to think that a Fundora fight is next because the business of boxing, you know, is going to have to align, you know, and make sure that those fights happen. So I don't know if they happen, but we'll see. You know, we'll see. They will be the favorites going in, obviously, because they're much more experienced champions and they have a better resume than him. Any of those guys have a better resume than him. But I'm confident, man. I'm confident that that Xander can, you know, he can be a force. You know, in this division, and maybe even the middleweight division. Again, there were a lot of people that thought that he struggled to make this weight based on, you know, his facial features. He did fill out well. He looked very, very big and strong in the ring. You know, as far as physical strength is what I'm saying. And maybe if 160 is in the cards, bro, you know, we know what we say about 160, bro. You know, it's starving, you know, for somebody to basically take over that division. Maybe he can do that. But the future, you know, we'll see. We'll see. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna enjoy this, man. I'm gonna enjoy this, and I'm happy for him.
Yo, bro, me too.
You know, I'm happy for him. And then, you know, once another fight gets announced, then we'll kind of look at to see where he gauges, you know,
Yeah.
as far as skill level. But yeah, man, I'm glad that you were able to get there. I saw your pictures, bro. You were cooking, bro. You were getting that work in, man. Shout
Yeah.
out to you, man. I mean, you got a chance to meet Subriel and a lot of great fighters that were there. You got a chance to meet Rohan. What did you think of Rohan's performance? I'm going to get a couple of people on the panel.
Yeah.
But before I get them to speak, Vega, what's up? Stock Chasers, what's good, my brother? What did you think of Rohan's performance, real quick?
Polanco's performance, man, it was a good performance. Again, it was very similar. To me, he did a better He did a better than Brian Norman did. Again, Quentin Randall's a fighter that he's just stylistically, he's a tough matchup for anybody. And I think this was a good fight for him early on in his career. I spoke a little bit to Coach Bermudez. You know, I caught him towards the end. I was in the corner over there, a bunch of us, and I'm like, yo, you know, what you thought about it? And I mean, it looked like his mind was somewhere else. But he, you know, he's like, yeah, you know, we did what we had to do. But yeah, I picked him to win by decision. I didn't think he was gonna stop, you know, a fighter who's never been stopped. And the style. I mean, Rohan did what he had to do, man. He did. He fought his fight. He controlled the fight from the beginning to end. And that's that. I know people say, oh, he's not ready for the top. Who's the top guys at 147? It's just Brian Norman. Who else? There's nobody else there.
And
Barrios, you telling me Polanco can't beat Barrios? Come on, man. You bugging if you say no. You bugging. That nigga don't throw no punches. He'll fucking Yo, trust me. I'm not saying he will beat him, but if you telling me Polanco can't beat someone like Barrios, then dudes is out their mind. 147 is a mini wasteland. Let's call it like it is.
Okay. That's what's up. Stock Chasers was good. You were in the building too, right?
Yo, what's good, brother? My voice is shot. It was litty, bro. You heard? Yo, John Santana, he put a hell of a performance on, bro. Like, my God, John Santana, bro. My Boxing Maniac. I want you to tell me what you thought about that performance.
Yo, you know what, champ? To be honest, I was on my way to the garden cuando estaba peleando. So I didn't get to see him fight, but I saw him. I was speaking with him. As a matter of fact, I think I saw you in there. Did you have a bandera?
Yeah, I was in there with a Dominican flag
Yeah, I saw you. I saw
was.
you in that Kina. Y'all was in 205 deep. That shit look like Washington Heights in there.
Yo,
You know?
we was deep, bro. We was
Nah,
deep.
yeah. I gotta see his fight, Santana. I was there chopping it up with him a little bit. I
Stock
spoke
chasers, you know how Puerto Ricans, they show up late, bro. They show up late. They can't get nowhere on time, bro. You can't take them anywhere, bro. It was a good performance. I was a little I thought maybe you know, I was looking for a stoppage in that fight, man. You
He
know, he was
almost
totally
stopped.
dominating that guy and cooking him.
He
And
almost
you
stopped
know,
him, but he cooked his ass, bro. Oh my God, Johnson.
I wanted to see a stoppage, bro. And you know, he didn't get that stoppage, but that's just probably me being a little bit overcritical. He was good. You know, he showed a lot of good skills in there. But yeah, man, I know the energy when he fought and when Polanco came in, I know there were a lot of Dominicans in the building because I could hear it on the TV.
Dude, that was me. That was me. I had the whole. I
He
was the
said that
one
was on.
that
He
had
said
that
that
whole
was on.
special list.
Yo,
That
it got
was me,
live.
bro.
The Dominicans came out, bro.
They
Yeah,
were
yeah.
out there. They were out there for sure. They were support. You know who else was in there? The little Dominican dude. He like 2 feet tall, but he like 45 years old. He was in there.
Juan
I know,
Guzman. Juan
baby.
Guzman.
Oh no, Juan Guzman was on Polanco. I took a picture. I spoke to Guzman a little bit too, man.
Yo, I
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
hella flicks, hella videos, bro. Like I got some real epic. Yo, I got bro, like that ass, bro. I got epic.
Did you get a chance to see Coach Bermudez?
Hell yeah, I was chilling with him. He was.
Bro?
I brought him to my row to come chill with me, bro. He was next to me, man. Like I got hella pictures with fucking Coach
That's good.
Bermudez, bro.
That's good.
We linked up. We linked up. I saw Boxer Maniac, and I saw who's your man from the Bronx too?
X, Fight
Fight
Night
Night
X.
X.
Fight Night X was, you know what though? So what I was doing is that I would walk down the road, and security was getting tight
Yeah,
because I
yo,
was,
they were on it tonight, bro. They were hating.
yeah, yeah, facts.
Hmm.
But yo, Johnny, I'll send you some videos and shit, bro. It was lit, bro. It was lit. Like I
It
felt
was.
like this is the beginning of Dominican boxing, bro. Like it felt that energy was crazy, but yo, I lost my voice and I was in there wilding. I saw you, Boxing Maniac. I tried to run up on you, but yo, like I didn't get the time because there was a lot going on, bro, in them front rows. If you understand me, like there was a
Yeah, yeah,
lot
yeah.
going on. There was a lot
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on. But I saw you. I saw you. Saw
Yeah,
you. I
yeah.
saw Fight X.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, bro, like what can I say? I think Rohan Polanco did a great job. Yo, bro, he hurt Quentin Randall various times, almost packed them up. But you know, things didn't happen that way. But at the same time, like I feel like he did a much better job than Norman Jr.
I
Yeah.
mean, if that's you know, hey, I guess you know, and it's inevitable. I knew that was going to happen. Obviously, the common opponent, you know, the comparison. Can he do better? Can he not? But at the end of the day,
Hey,
Quentin Randall's a tough dude, bro. And
yo, and Boxomaniac, yo, I'm not gonna hold you, Zayas, bro. He did a hell of a job. Unless I'm tripping, he did a hell of a job against Chino, bro. Like he really cooked him, bro, for almost every round. Like I
Yeah.
gave Chino maybe a round or two. He got cooked, bro. He
He
was
got
hurt
cooked.
too. He hurt him too, like various times throughout the fight.
he stunned him a few times. You know,
Yeah,
he
bro.
definitely stopped him in his tracks. I mean, you know, but again, it's hard. You know, shout out to Chino, man, tough
Yeah,
competitor. And to show
bro.
me,
Sometimes like some of these dudes, like Quentin Randall, Chino, bro. These are tough competitors, bro. These aren't dudes that you're gonna knock out. Same thing with Alameda. Um, John Santana's opponent, bro. He's tough. He fought Luis Neri. He fought Angelo, current champ. Like, but bro, his defense, the way he was swerving on him, the way, oh my god, bro, it was such a great performance, man. Johnson Tanner, like, bro, he stamped it tonight, bro. He stamped it tonight with that performance, man.
Yeah, I'm
okay,
gonna watch it. As a matter of fact, tomorrow morning, because I got the app. I'm gonna throw that shit on. I'm gonna watch all the fights I didn't get to watch. So, so from the Polanco fight, when I got there, it was the Polanco fight and every other fight I saw.
That's what's up. Vega, what you think, Vega? Talk to me, man.
Yo, Vega, you saw me on TV or not? Because they was recording me multiple times.
No, I have to watch it on the
I didn't see
replay.
you. Nah, and we were watching, and every time they put the cameras in the aisles, I'm like, yo, who am I gonna see that I know? But I didn't see you, and I didn't see Four Corners either.
Bro, they had me on camera crazy, bro. They had me on camera like
I'm gonna watch the
5 times.
replay tomorrow again. Obviously, I'm gonna watch the replay again
Now
tomorrow.
that I think of it, stock chaser, yeah, man, I seen him a lot. He was repping for his team, man. The Dominicans. It was good, man. Yeah.
Facts.
Go ahead, Vega, what you thought, man?
Yeah, Vega, do your thing, Vega. Get in the kitchen, champ. Talk to us. Who cooked the night? Who was the top chef tonight? Champ,
I mean,
talk
it was pretty
to us.
obvious.
Let's talk about it.
It was pretty obvious. I mean, the Puerto Ricans are the ones that put the show on. The Dominicans, they left a little bit. They left their food on the table, if you ask me. Listen, Juanita went in there, cooked his cousin, right? Cooked his cousin, Jonathan Gonzalez Perez, whoever that dude was, packed him up within 2 rounds, man. Beautiful performance. That's what we wanted to see. Even the Mexican dude, Mexican American, Emiliano Vargas, dude wasn't on his level, packed him up. When the Dominicans went up there, it was obvious they were better than their opponents. Not able to pack them up. It's just levels to this game. And now you see why Dominicans, they're not considered the top crop of boxing. Puerto Rican.
Vegas just talking shit, bro.
That's a top.
Bro, we have tough opponents tonight. We have tough opponents.
Let them cook. Let them cook.
There's still time to grow. It's okay. They're still young in the game. We look forward to. They have shout out to Coach Bermudez. We still want to see that Olympic style boxing from Polanco. Maybe if he would have mixed that in, some angles, some footwork, the happy feet that he said that he has. He probably would have stopped homeboy. He did hurt Rando. Rando's a tough guy to get out of there. We seen Rando in with guys, and he's no easy out. Polanco was hurting him, and then once he hurt him a couple of times, he said, okay, I'm all right. I'm going to go ahead, just try to hit him with 2 hard shots and disengage because he didn't want to get hit clean, or he was just content with, a unanimous decision, which he earned. He won no less than 8 rounds, I would say. If anyone gave Rando 4 rounds, they're absolutely tripping. So dominant performance. Jan Santana, man. He likes to put the Puerto Rican flag. He is promoted by Miguel Cotto. He goes to the island a lot. A lot of love for him, but it was obvious he was in a higher level than Alameda. A guy had never been stopped too, but he showed offensively he was on a different level, but didn't want to push it for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe it was being in New York. Maybe because he was like, "Yo, we're the little brothers, the Puerto Ricans. I'm a little nervous." Maybe stock chasers screaming in the crowd. They just didn't want to put it at that level.
We was ready.
Maybe they didn't get the stoppage because stock chasers was just cheering them on too much. You go to the Dominican Republic. You get a few hundred fans. You come here to America, it's thousands. People are out there they got the newest iPhone. They drop hundreds of dollars to be there. It's a different level. The Puerto Ricans, the Mexicans, the Mexican Americans, the U.S. fighters, they're used to this. Dominicans, we're still developing, y'all. So, I'm excited.
Blah, blah, blah.
There's
blah,
a
blah,
lot
blah.
of potential.
You talking shit, bro. Bro, I can't even take you serious with the shit you're saying, Vega.
There's a lot of potential.
I can't even take Vega serious with the bullshit, bro. Vega's just talking shit.
Hey, no, shout out to them. Listen, no one's going to look against Rando. How do we know? We've seen several fighters try, and they just can't do it. I truly felt that Santana could have got Alameda out of there. He just was content. First of all, that show, Dominicans got to start with the shoulder roll. Like, just that's their default defense.
Bro, that defense was fire, man. You talking shit right now.
No,
you just yapping. You're just yapping right now, Vega.
No,
respectfully, shit.
It was not fire at all.
Okay, so tell me how many times Santana got hit, nigga. Tell me how many times he got hit, nigga.
One too many times.
Bro,
We got
bro,
we got some other callers, so y'all got to start to wrap it up quick.
Yeah. I
bro,
mean, hey,
yo, listen.
yeah,
I'm out of here.
hey,
Because I ain't
you
even
don't
gonna
like
sit
what I'm
here
saying?
and listen to Vega bullshit, nigga. At the end of the day, Vega, you full of shit, nigga. And at the end of the day, this is the first day that Dominican boxers stepped on the fucking scene and we was cooking, nigga. I'm not even gonna listen to your bullshit, Vega.
Who
Respect.
y'all knocked out?
I'm out, nigga.
20
Oh,
pounds,
shit.
baby.
He
Hey, shout
packed
out,
himself.
hey man, Dominican
Yeah.
Republic, man. We appreciate y'all. Shout out, Lil Bro. And yeah, man. And you saw what
So I
happened.
want to say
Xander,
something.
go
Hold
for
on,
it.
hold on. Before y'all do that, let me
Okay.
read these super chats real quick, man. We got CJ with the first super chat of the night. Hopefully the first of many. He said, told my ex-wife I was just chopping it up with Coach Bermudez the other day. I think when you were on the panel, right? While we watched the fights, he a corner and a wingman. Laughing out loud emoji. Yeah, man. Coach Bermudez, obviously the coach of Rohan Polanco. He was in the building. He texted me after that. I don't know if he's gonna get on in a little while, but hopefully he does. Shout out to him. We got another $5 super chat. Mike Likes TV. What's up, my brother? Appreciate the donation. CJ, I appreciate that as well. Salute Johnny. Vega Stock Chasers. Zayas gets smoked against Fundura, Boots, Virgil, Jermel, Zoo. Too many killers. Boxes well, but no power with the boxing glove emoji. Okay. All right. That's what's up. I think that's you kind of fall in line with the Maniac said, but we'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell.
Real
We got
quick.
Haney Chasers up in here, even though Haney is Chaser guy is gone.
Right.
Umpire Brim in the building. What's going on, champ? Maniac, you were gonna say something. I'm sorry before I cut you
Yeah,
off.
just real quick before
Yeah.
Haney Chaser do his thing. You see, this is a thing with boxing fans and how fickle they are. Because I remember vividly, I was in Verona, New York. I was there live when Brian Norman fought Boca Chica, right? He dropped Norman in that fight. That fight ended up being a no contest due to a cut. Ain't no fucking body was saying he's ready for this, ready for that. Everybody was a librarian. Everybody was a library like this. So boxing, it's a funny sport. That's why when I say I see Polanco, he could come. I'm not saying he could beat someone like Norman. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the other fighters at 147. You can't go based on performance. Sometimes you're gonna look good today, sometimes you're not. Styles, man. Because if after that Boca Chica fight, ain't nobody was counting. And as a matter of fact, everybody picked him to lose against Santillan. Because that was the fight he had right after that, including myself. So I'd be lying if I said he was gonna beat him. So I think Polanco, if you put the right fighter in him, the right fighter in front of him, he gonna shine. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm just calling it like it is. Regarding that, just that, because boxing fans, they seem to forget, certain shit. Sometimes you got to remind them. But anyway, that was that point I was gonna make. But go ahead, Haney. I'm about to I'm gonna take a shower, go to sleep.
Man, I'm surprised
Johnny,
you still up, bro.
you coming on? You said tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, we're going on tomorrow night, man.
Yeah,
Hop
because I
on
want to
tomorrow night,
see.
8 o'clock.
I'm going to watch the Claressa fight so I could comment on that fight as well. I know she won, which I picked her to because she ain't got no damn power. So I knew that shit was going to go decision. So I'll take a look at it. But anyway, Vega, Johnny, Stock Chaser, my man Henny Chaser. Y'all all have a good evening, man. Y'all get in the kitchen. Y'all cook. I'll see y'all tomorrow if y'all going to get on the panel tomorrow.
We be here, brother. We'll be here, man. That's my brother, the boxing maniac in the building. Unbiased Brim. What up? What up?
What's up, man? I'm gonna piggyback on what he said because Polanco, he started off really strong. He did taper a little bit off on the back end, but the truth of the matter is, Randall's a tough out. Randall understands what he does well, and he slowed him down a little bit on the back end. But anybody saying Polanco ain't the goods and can't do it, I think they cap it. You know what I mean? I think he's a threat. I don't think he's an easy out. I think he can challenge for things, and I look forward to watching him when I get a chance to go to Springfield. If I get a chance to link up with Coach Bermudez, and I'm not. I think it was solid for what it's worth. More work to do basically for that young man. Now let's talk about Xander though, because Xander did what he was supposed to do, but there are question marks for Xander right now. Like, I feel like if it gets in the firefight and in the exchanges, I don't know if I trust him. I don't know if I trust him if he get cracked. No, the dude that put the super chat, you can't put Tim Zoo in that category because Tim Zoo, I think he finished. But like when I look at Fedor's in his almost in his final form. Like he has took all the things that Gabby does and he's putting it into his arsenal now. He know how to gauge his distance. He know how to utilize the range. He is at a point right now where I think if Xander fought him today, I think he gets stopped. I think he gets stopped right now. Now, Virgil, I don't know. There's still some unknowns in regards to that, but there's some more work to do for Xander. I'm a little worried for it because he don't got a lot of pop, and will he have enough to make a person with a skill set that can match his and has a more thump, respect his punches and not walk through them? So the jury's still out. I gave him a 6. I gave him a 6 out of 10 on his performance because he did what he needed to do, did what he's supposed to do, and homeboy was game, but he got the job done. But I can't give him no outrageously high score because one, he's not comfortable on the inside. He utilizes a clinch, kind of similar to Haney to some degree. And I don't know if I trust that chin when it comes down to the meat and potatoes against somebody who can actually pack a punch. I mean, tell me, Vega, do you disagree with me?
6 out of 10 is wild, man. That was a dominant performance, man. Star making.
Yeah, I thought it was a
I
little
loved
bit too harsh.
how he was able to switch it up as the fight went. He fought in the pocket, and then as the fight went, it was like, listen, I'm not gonna knock this guy out, so I'm gonna show you I can outbox him, and that's exactly what he did. That was beautiful. Xander Zayas, youngest current champion we have from the island of Puerto Rico, very small island. I don't know if you know, only like 3 million people live there. And he's born from that country, and he's a great representation, not just of Puerto Rico, not just of the USA, but within boxing. And he showed you he can do it in different ways. Xander Zayas and the new baby, we love it.
I mean, congratulations on the win. He got the job done, but to say the star-making performance, bro, you need to go get a hat and put it on because you're capping.
Hey, man. Hey, listen, Charles Conwell was seen as a boogeyman, a man that had a reputation for, they called him bad news. He's done stuff in the ring that other people just can't do, or, they say they want to, and then when it happens, it doesn't look so good. A guy they said was a real boogeyman, and this guy beat him. Xander went in there and cooked this guy, had this guy reaching, missing. He beat him on the inside. He tied him up when he wanted to. Middle range, he exchanged with him. And then
if he won 2 rounds, it was too much.
So hold up. So we're giving him extra points. It's like you almost sound like you're giving him a win versus Conwell because he beat the guy that beat Conwell.
No. Conwell never switched up his game plan when he was, when it was a 50-50 fight. Listen, some people had to fight close in the beginning. Xander switched it up and that fight was in full control by, I don't know, round 4, maybe even round 3. Yeah. And then he still switched it up and dominated more. Your favorite fighter couldn't do that. I'm not saying you have one, just speaking to everybody. As I always say, this fighter's, we always want to see levels, and Xander showed you that in different ways. And that's what I want to see from a top-level fighter.
I think you're overreaching with his performance. I thought it was a pretty solid performance, but it wasn't groundbreaking. There's still question marks in the game, especially when he fights somebody that's going to be to match his skill set that got more thump. We know there was a gap in regards to fundamentals from fighter to fighter in this fight. He did what he was supposed to do. He did what he needed to do, but there's still question marks. And if you don't think there's any question marks, you might be a little disillusioned about Xander right now. Just being honest.
I mean, every fighter has weaknesses. That's the problem. Too many people get delusional thinking because a fighter is undefeated, they're perfect. A lot of people thought Devin Haney was this. People thought Tank was this. There's only one. Listen, Floyd Mayweather, people thought he had losses and that there was a style to beat him. It's just, when it came down to the decision, no fighter was able to do it. But we still believe, hey, some people believe the Castillo fight, he lost. No fighter is perfect. Xander's far from perfect, and he's only 22, and he's only going to get better. And honestly, this fight, truly, I know why Fedor dropped that belt, because he knew he was going to get cooked. That's why he went against a Zoo fight, because what would have been smart? You beat Xander now, get him out of here, and then fight the winner of Zoo versus Thurman, and that would have been a big pay-per-view. Now, him versus Xander is probably never going to happen now. Xander's probably going to get a defense, move up. Fedor is going to stay at 154, fight on PBC cards that are probably be co-features on pay-per-views or on free I'm sorry, no additional charge on Amazon Prime or whatever next network they're going to be on. But hey, that's what he chose. Shout out to Fundora. He's looking like a killer to a lot of people. I think you made it seem like you think that Fundora is at the top of his game. People thought Tim Tszyu was cooked, and then it verified. Or some people said, hey, I think Tim Tszyu was winning the first fight. And then it showed he was cooked. So that fight told me nothing. So, Zayas showed you, again, he cooks big, tall, lengthy guys. Bring on Fundora. Too bad he didn't have the confidence that you have in him.
Was there an issue in regards to weight clause, though? I mean, putting the weight clause on that fight?
Guys, I got other callers, though, man. I want y'all to cook, but I also got Coach Bermuda's up in here, and I want to bring up.
I'll bring Coach on for sure.
Yeah. My bad, y'all. We got mad callers, man. So I'm going to have to, I don't want 8 people on the panel, so I may have to flip y'all out. Y'all could come back in a little while. Hector Bermudez, what's up, Coach? What's going on?
It was good, man. I came on here to, first and foremost, I appreciate Vegas. I heard a little bit of what he was saying. That was pretty awesome insight. Who's the other guy? That's my guy.
Brim, Unbiased Brim, yeah.
Unbiased Brim, yeah. What's good with you?
Can't count it like an alcoholic, slow motion and coasting.
All right. You're the one who's gonna come through, ain't you?
You doggone Skippy.
All right, good. I can't wait for that to happen. But how you enjoyed the fight today?
I enjoyed him. What's up with you, man? What was your experience, bro? Talk to me about Rohan, man.
Rohan did awesome. He just had to adjust to the style, his ugly style to adjust to it. He just had to make it ugly to win the fight. Vega said his Vega analysis was pretty awesome, saying that no fight is perfect. And we tend to put fucking see these guys some people get delusional. I'm not that type of trainer. I know that Rohan's tempo and his punch placement was a little off, and he could have had a more of a variety to his offense, and he could have pushed the pace a little bit. He was definitely in awesome shape. Kudos to Randall. Randall was awesome. He came in. I got spies, so I know Randall came in really, really good shape, probably the best shape of his life. He came in today, and he was very confident, and his team was confident, and he has an awesome team. I went up against him when I had a 3 week notice. I had Danielito Zorrilla, and we fought Regis Prograis, which I thought. I mean, you don't win a fight like that, beating a champion in his hometown. But if it was scored in the amateur system, we probably would have won because we touched him more. And we also went up against him when I just worked for the belt when he fought Foster. So I finally got a win against him, and I think Rohan's definitely always disappointed himself. I don't think he should be, because we could have probably won a lot cleaner if we had the balls to be someone just to make it boring and run and move and touch also and do what he was doing, and we could probably just won every round. But Rohan's a dog. He's trying to go get you. He's trying to push the pace. He probably should have showed a little bit more humility, and have the humility that Haney has. Haney had a lot of humility. He could run it forever and not really hurt his pride and sit there and try to entertain the fans, which is also like a superpower to have. But Rohan is too young for that. He still has a little bit of too much pride to just let the fight get away from him and sit back and just try to win on points. He's constantly trying to get in there and trying to get you out of there. But I thought, I thought he did great. Um, I think Randall is a vet, and he did just enough for people to think he wasn't surviving. He wasn't there to survive. He did just enough for people to think he wasn't there to survive. And Rohan, his tempo and his punches was kind of repetitive at times. He could have switched up. He could have went like one place and then went to another place and then went to another place, but he kept, he kept kind of the same tempo.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. You said he was hard on himself. Why? Because he didn't get the stoppage?
No, he's always. I gotta work on him with that. He got to know when, because this is a good win for him. He got some rounds in. He got, just more. Sometimes I can't teach specific things in the gym that he would just have to learn. Like for instance, timing, right? Timing, you gain it by one, pattern recognition, but you also gain it through ex- experience in the gym. I mean, experience in the fight. Like it's hard to teach timing when on itself. It's like two facets of it, and one of them you got to get it with ring time. So he's always, disappointed his last fight. Disappointed. Like, he just know that he's better than that, and he's always just trying. But the kid is, the kid is a fighter, man. He's awesome. People should love. Me personally, I think people should love Rohan. I think people should, because he coming to entertain. He's coming to go get you. He's you know he's not trying to he's not trying to, like, Randall wasn't on his level. He didn't respect Randall's power, and so he just he went after him.
He was definitely going for the knockout. I could tell you that. He was trying to go for the knockout.
Yeah, he had to understand that it doesn't happen like that. That's not how knockouts happen. It's crazy. I'm passing something right now that says "Welcome to Randall's Park."
Oh, you're in New York City. Yeah, you're in New York City.
It says
So
Randall
you
Park.
driving or you a passenger?
Passenger.
Oh, okay. All right. That's what's up. I was about to say, bro. You better pay attention to the road, man.
No, I'm a passenger, and one of my guys is driving. He's what's your record now? He's 10-0. Junior middleweight, and in the back I got a Olympic bronze medalist.
All right, that's what's up. You got champions in there. All right, you got future champions up in there. That's what's up. Tell them I said what's up from the Hangout spot. You know how we doing it up here late night. If y'all watching this live on YouTube, Facebook, X, smash that like button. Well, on YouTube, you can smash that like button. Come on over and subscribe to the channel, man. We cooking it up. Before we get to the next question I have, we got who's this? This is Mr. Perfect.
Yeah,
Alex.
that's him.
Flashy Boy 313. That's Mr. Perfect with the $2. Shout out to the best fight of the night, the GWOAT, with the
Hey yo, how my locks do? Let's not forget about that.
Shit.
I didn't hear him.
I gotta pull them up, bro. I gotta pull them up. I gotta pull them up.
What was your locks?
Well, one of his locks was a draw. That was a push. That was Manuel Flores. That was on Thursday night.
Oh, yeah. I heard that was a lot of people felt the other guy won.
Yeah.
I heard that.
We were on the panel,
but I heard that too.
Either way, he didn't lose. The other one was what was it? Price? No. What was it? Pierce. Elijah Pierce. Was Elijah Pierce your other lock?
Well,
Elijah Pierce.
That was your other lock, right? Coach,
Elijah Pierce, Claressa Shields. Can you hear me?
Claressa Shields won. Yep. Claressa Shields. Damn. See, you got me. I got to start writing these shits down so I can make.
Claressa was a minus 4,000, bro. That's everybody's lock. Come on now.
Yeah,
but by decision. Hold on. I'm calling around by decision.
Okay.
Pierce by knockout.
which happened.
Pierce by knockout. You
Hold
got Pierce by
on,
knockout.
hold up a second. I don't like the tone that I just heard. Like, come on now, like everybody knew that. I'm giving you I'm giving a parlay here.
Check him, bro.
I needed
Check him,
clarity,
bro.
man. Hey, I need to be checked on Rohan too, bro. I'm a little confused, man. Listen, that was a great start. I love what he was doing, fitting the hooks, the left hook. Like once he started landing the left hook, I think it was like round 2 or 3. It looked like he was taking full control. And yeah, I was on live with Nestor
But it
Pierce.
was hard to land the left hook on him like clean because he had to throw it. I told him to throw it kind of like act like it was gonna come a hook and then turn it into like a jab because motherfucker he talked about it. He mentioned it. He was like, all Rohan's gonna do is try to throw the left hook. And that motherfucker right hand was kind of glued to that, you know. He kept blocking the shit. Like when he threw it, you know, sometimes he didn't block it, but it wasn't thrown with intent. But the motherfucker kept blocking it. Where every time he threw it like a power shot, he would block it. But I kept throwing, the Polanco punch. He couldn't really do it because Randall had like an upright, full guard posture that was hard to. He was just out. The motherfucker's awkward, man. He was just out. So a lot of times, and I don't want to, kudos to him because I told the referee this in the locker room. I said, listen, we have a low blow belt, right? If I can't hit below the belt line because it's illegal, you shouldn't be able to duck under the belt line. That should be illegal. And I tried to drill that to the ref before the fight started. So when he started to see Randall duck under the belt, he would say something. But it's kind of amateurish to say that in a pro fight. But I was trying, I tried to ref, and I was also trying to ref on the posting. I was like, ref, he keeps posting, and I told the ref in the locker room, but it's kind of like went over his head. He was like, whatever I told you, I told them, and blah blah blah. But I was trying to like prep the ref for how the fight was gonna go, and hopefully like it'd be in our favor. But it didn't really work out.
Well, what I wanted.
But anyway, my bad, baby. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, man. We back on this Polanco bad tone here. So yeah, man, I felt the left hook was landing pretty solid. I seen him landing around the guard, through the guard, and what I was really enjoying, probably by round 3 or 4, was that he would frame him right. He would throw the left hook, keep his left hand there to try to throw the right hands to the body. Sometimes throw the right hand, and he gets that triple G. Overhand or left hook sometimes, the right hand too. But I saw with the right hand, he tried to break the guard, little shoulder bumps. And I felt like, he was trying to set something up, but it was like, I don't know what happened. He got away from doing all that nice work, all the little things to help create openings. And he just started trying to like pot shot or land too hard shots and kind of back out or just, get on the inside and do nothing. Like, what was it about Randall that he stopped doing all those things?
Well, Randall really couldn't crack. He didn't respect Randall's power. But one thing was like Randall was physically strong, and he was just like bumping Rohan out the way. And sometimes Rohan would be on the inside. When you say he's like disengaging, he was really like getting manhandled. He was just like getting pushed out the way. And then on the inside, Randall would also hold him, and he had like a really neat trick to like kind of like fuck his arm up, like twist his arm up on the inside. Randall's crafty. I mean, he's crafty with everything that don't have to do with fucking boxing.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
What up,
He's the
Chris? Get a
Olympic
word
feat
in.
in
You
there,
got to get a
man.
word
What up,
in,
Joe?
man. We got other callers, so go ahead, man. Get your word in, man.
I just wanted to ask Coach I got my eyes on everything. We was watching this.
Who's this? Is this Toledo?
Of course,
He
Coach.
was at the
Well,
fights, bro.
so I'm on my phone, so I really can't see like the names, but I can recognize the voice.
We even gonna turn on the cameras for you today, Coach.
Oh
I got you.
shit!
I
Yo, I
ain't
thought
at
you was
work.
at the
The
fights.
background ain't crazy. We got you today.
Yeah, I recognize the countryness coming from the
Of
thinking. So I
course.
know that got to be Toledo.
Of course, you know how we rocking. You know, I know you love this country shit. But we seen Mr. Polanco today. It's funny, Coach. I had my cousin at my house who's pretty much a casual. However, when they seen Mr. Polanco in the ring, they thought that he was smaller compared to Mr. Randall. They thought that he could possibly slide down to maybe 140. Is that something?
Yeah, he could. He could make 140. He called out Matias and he called out Lidolfo Delgado. And no, but man, kudos to
But can he
fucking
make it
Randall's
consistent?
huge, man.
We just thought that he looked a little smaller. We thought that he looked a little. Because I say we. My cousin's an amateur boxer. We thought that he looked a little small up there, and I don't know, man. I like what I saw. He was working. He made it work for him. However, when he gets in there with bigger, thicker guys who are a little bit younger than him,
yeah, that was crazy. That shit sounded crazy.
I mean, no, bigger, thicker guy. I mean, shit, bigger, thicker guys, Coach. I mean, we can't do that, Coach. This boxing, we don't play them type of games. This boxing.
That shit sounded crazy, son.
I know, hey. I'll pause it for you, Coach. I'll pause it.
Yeah, you ain't pause that or nothing.
Headphones, trees,
This is
sound far
boxing.
away,
We
bro.
don't play these stuff. Yo, where's your headphones at, bro?
Oh, I got you.
Oh,
Hold
man,
tight.
this guy
I
comes
got
on
you,
here
Johnny.
all
Hold tight.
unprofessional and shit. Like, what's going on, bro?
I
Put
got
on
you,
that
Johnny.
headset,
I was eager. Coach sounded like he was in a rush, like he was gonna leave. I just had to get on.
Coach could get away with that shit. He riding back from the fight right now.
I know that's Coach, man. He better than me, man. I just had to.
What's up with
put the Kenichis on, bro?
I got it. We know we about to slide and grab the Kenichis, man. Hold on.
Go grab the Kenichis, man. While you do that, make sure I remind everybody to smash that damn like button, man. What's going on? We got hella people up in here. I don't see the likes matching the views. We are streaming live on X, and we're streaming live on Facebook as well, man. And tell a friend to subscribe. I don't see any subscribers yet. Any new subscribers, man? Come on, we working late night here at the Hangout spot.
Yeah, bring those super chats.
Yeah, well, the super chats are lacking a little bit, but that's all right. We'll get there.
I'm running everybody off too, Johnny. I ran off 3 people already, bro.
What was that?
Testing.
Yeah, you sound all right. I said I'm running off all the other panelists, bro. I ran off 3 dudes already.
Bro, we you running off 3. We need 7 more super chats to get to our goal of 10, y'all. Let's go help us get there. While Trees gets ready. Who we got? We got somebody else in the back room. We got another call.
No, but he mentioned the bigger opponents. Hey Vega, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, you think you'll find like a bigger 147 than Randall?
Not many, man, but I swore you told us Rohan a 154 pounder, really.
No, 140. No, 140. I think he'll finish. I think he'll finish his career at 154.
Testing.
Yeah, now you sound good. Now you sound like you on AM radio.
Bingo, we got action.
Now we got to control. We got 5 people up in here. Mr. Perfect is up in here. I usually don't let 5 people, but I know Mr. Perfect wants to cook a little bit. So what you got, Mr.
That's
Perfect?
Smoking my Midwest Mafia member.
You know how I go, man.
What's happening?
What's good, my brother?
Just at the fight, man. A lot of activities going on at the fight, man. So,
Trees, you was there too, right?
When I left, I had to leave. I had to leave early.
Niggas don't hit me up. I'm on the floor.
Hey man, you ain't even hit me, man. Whoa.
He's mad now. Hey.
I'm lost. They asked for the mic. Now I did the enhancement. Now I'm on PDs. Let Johnny. I'm on PDs now.
Damn if you don't, right? It's all right.
You feel me? I'm on PEDs now.
Go ahead, Mr. Perfect. Let Mr. Perfect cook for a little bit, and Trees cook, and then
I'm just tripping because I ain't see the other fights, man. Because I was at the fight. But yeah, man, it was just a lot of. I seen Quentin Randall was getting worked on. That's what I've been hearing and shit. He got worked on.
Well, we got Coach Bermuda's up in here. Rohan Polanco's coach. He live with us, bro.
Yeah, man, he was getting worked on. That's crazy work, man. That was a good win, though, man. I liked it that. And I ain't see how long it took Shushu. And who was he fighting?
He won by
decision from Namibia. It went on 12. It was a good fight.
Yeah, it was a good fight.
It went all 12.
Showed a lot of skills in that. I mean, he shut him out, bro. He shut him out. I didn't see that dude winning one round.
Damn, bro.
I didn't see the dude winning.
How is it? Can I ask you, Mr. Perfect, how it looked? But since you was in the building with the live fights, I gotta ask you, what did you think of Price Taylor? What did you think of Tony? I seen Tony Harrison go down in that.
Yeah, F5 when he went down. Price not it, though, bro.
That wasn't it. I didn't like to see that. I didn't like to see that at all.
We was booing him like he was playing in the ring. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, he was dancing, playing in the ring. Like, how you can't stop nobody that look like that?
So what you think about Tony Harrison and Keith Thurman? Then you not into it?
I mean, that's gonna be a Keith win, bro. Because every time in the 9th round, bro, Tony get dropped the stop, bro, and he got dropped in the 9th round. And I'm telling the people, I'm like, damn, this 9th round, he looking tired. I don't know why he always looked like he get exhausted, bro, but. I'm looking. I'm like, bro, why he holding now? I'm like, why he holding now? Because he was getting him with the jab and everything, and he started holding him in 9th. I'm like, oh, it's the 9th round, and I was right next to old head man from back in the day. He was a Tommy Hearn fan, and he was like, as soon as Tony get dropped, he was like, bro, you said the 9th round, but it's always the 9th round. I don't know why, bro. It's something about the 9th round. That just so yeah, if he get that fight, bro, and that was at 60. He just fought at 60. Yeah. And Keith at 54. So
see, and well, let me ask you this. Well, hold on, Mr. Purple, for you, because I know you don't. Let me ask you this then, because I was telling Johnny and Mr. Vega here that I think and Coach Bermudez, shout out to Coach, that I think that Xander Zayas is gonna go up to 160. After winning this belt, he just won at 154. Now I ask you, Xander Zayas versus Tony Harrison at 160. What you think?
I just don't have faith in Tony right now, bro.
Word.
Like he already lost me 500 for the Tim Zoo. Like I bet it on him on that. And that was 500. That was gonna bring me back 3,500. So you see how underdog he was, and that's why I bet it on that. And he was talking a lot. He was talking a lot of spicy in that little press conference. So I really believed him at the time. But yeah, I don't think he can get back to world championship level, bro.
Well, do me a favor. Do me a favor and go watch that Xander fight. Cause me personally, I told these guys no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Mr. Perfect. Walk with me. That's what I'm saying. I told these guys I think Xander has low to no violence. And so we seen that Xander was landing everything. Well, you didn't get to see it, but we seen that he was doing his thing tonight. I don't think he got power. Him going up to 160, we know Tony Harrison is quote unquote chinny. If Xander can't do what other guys has done to Tony and say Tony Harrison find a way to outbox the young guy because he's a wily veteran at the end of the day. I like that fight, man. I like if Xander decided to go up to 160, I like that test for Xander. I want Tony Harrison.
Terrible, man. Why would you want that fight, bro?
I mean, that'd be the
man. This shit.
That's the only. That'd be the second. Well, excuse.
The man just won a fucking world title, and you want him to fight Tony?
I don't see him because I mean,
who got dropped? Who got dropped by tonight? I don't even know the dude's name, bro.
Whoa. If Tony Harrison, if Tony Harrison was still at 154, that would be a great fight for Xander Zayas. But if Xander Zayas decides, excuse me. But if he decides to go up to 160, why is that a bad first fight for Xander?
Why would you want him to go up to 160 if he just won the title at 154?
Man, he not a 154 guy, bro. You can see it in Xander. He's not a 154 guy. He's not.
That's crazy. I agree. This is the fight that I want to see next. Shout out to Juice. Xander Zayas versus Jesus Ramos, bro.
But you don't think he can make weight?
What? Ramos gonna beat on that man.
Come on, man. You capping, bro.
I like that fight.
Ramos gonna beat on him, man.
I like that fight. I don't think you can't get
all right,
bro. You bugging, bro.
I don't think you can get Tony no title holder now or no top five person, bro. Like,
Bro, did Tony even win?
Can I? All right.
Yeah, they gave him the victory.
He won. He won.
They gave him the victory.
I mean, he was
Okay,
beat.
that
No,
didn't
he
sound
was
very
beating on that guy.
convincing,
He was
nigga.
beating on the guy. He just
Gave
got
him the
dropped, bro.
fucking victory. Like, yo, we're not doing this shit, bro.
Nah,
Hell
Johnny,
no.
I'm just saying he got dropped, but he was beating on the guy, bro. Tony is quote unquote chinny. I mean, he
I gotta
gets
watch that
dropped.
shit tomorrow, man. We doing a show tonight, 8:00, and we're gonna talk about that because I'm gonna rewatch that fight. There
I
was
hope
clips
you.
that I was
We have
watching, and I
to.
wasn't really overly impressed, bro.
Okay.
yeah, I gotta watch.
Yeah, I didn't see the whole fight though. I didn't see the whole fight. I didn't see the
gotta
whole
watch
fight.
the
You guys
YouTube
did. You
on
guys
that.
were there. But it
Okay.
don't sound like Mr. Perfect feels like, Tony Harrison can come, after this performance can
I
be the
don't.
guy like Zayas.
It's like, I mean, he was doing good with the jab, but it's like he still got the same. He got the same problems, stamina, and that once he get hit flush, he can't take a punch, bro. I don't like.
Yeah.
He can't take a punch, so
Yeah.
I don't
Nah,
know.
I'm not buying. Yo, you
My
selling that
thing is,
shit.
I
I'm
just
not
don't
buying that
view.
shit.
I
I'm
don't.
not
I
buying that,
don't
bro.
view. I don't view Xander as a puncher. Is all I'm saying. So if Xander, I just,
Okay.
I want to see if Xander hitting flush will he fall? Because I've
He's
never
not a
seen.
dunker, right? He's not a dunker. To use a basketball analogy, he's not a dunker. He's not
He's
Shaq.
not.
But I'm okay. But I'm
Yeah.
okay if he becomes a Tim Duncan, a
Okay.
fundamentally
Well,
sound basketball
okay.
player
I like that. Okay. Say
that'll beat
less. I
you in
like
the
that.
stick. That'll beat you in the sticks. He don't have to dunk on everybody,
I like
But
that.
yeah, nah. He showed.
It might go off the backboard, but it's going as long as it go in, huh?
Hey. Right? If it goes in, it goes in. Right?
I like that. I
I
like
think
that.
Claressa not going back with Salita, so she probably going the Jake Paul route.
They're
You
gonna
think
set
so?
up. They're gonna set up
Hopefully.
that Daisy Green fight, bro. She's gonna make $10
Post fight
million,
interview,
bro. That's how that's gonna go.
thanked them and everything. So
I
Coach,
seen that.
unmute yourself, Coach. I gotta ask you this question. We got Coach Bermudez in the building, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Did you see the Xander fight? Can you
Yeah, I
hear
seen
me?
the if somebody says Xander can move up, can you hear me?
Oh, you break. Yeah,
You
you get
breaking
a lot
up.
of.
You
get a
in
lot
that
of
New York?
background
We got
feedback.
you though. We hear you.
I don't think he'll move up though. Yeah.
Well, you getting a lot of background. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
but
Coach.
somebody said about Xander Zayas fighting Yo Hernandez.
Oh well, I ain't hear. We ain't hear that. But I mean, if that's the fight you think Xander would take,
No, they didn't say
No, they
that.
won't. They won't. Yeah, so
Wait,
they won't. They won't allow that type of violence on television.
Coach, did you see the Xander
Yes,
fight,
sir.
or were you busy shaking hands with people and taking pictures? I heard Stock Chasers took a picture with you, bro. You took a picture with Stock Chasers?
Yeah, Stock Chaser was drunk, man.
What was he hugging up on you?
Yeah, Stock Chaser was in there screaming and shit, lost his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was on here a little while ago. He didn't look as bad as the.
We be in there going crazy, man.
Yeah.
Crazy fact.
I said the Dominicans didn't get the
that
stoppage
was the-
because Stock Chaser was yelling too much.
Yeah. So I think that was another one of my locks. Xander by decision.
Was it? Yeah. That was the fifth lock. I missed one there. So I put the bets in the chat. The lock was Elijah Pierce, right?
Hey, somebody on here said they bet 500 on.
Yeah, Tony Harris, Tim Zoo.
Who the hell said that? Somebody in the chat?
That's your Mr. Perp. That's your man.
Yeah,
He's the
I
big
bet-
money.
Right, Mr. Perp.
That's big money. You know he be at that motherfucking Motor City Casino in Detroit. He be going crazy. That's your man.
You a fucking baller, bro.
Yeah, he gotta stop. He gotta stop betting with his emotions.
Yeah, hey.
You balling like that, bro?
Real. No, I mean I had belief in Tony, bro. But after that Tim Zoo fight and after tonight,
yeah, man.
You need to hang him up. You want him to hang him up?
No, this is a real question. No disrespect. This is a real question. No disrespect. I want to know what gave him faith for Tony Harrison to win against Tim Zoo.
I think he was quicker. in Tim Tszyu. I thought he was gonna work the jab better than what he did. But like he said when he got in there with Tim Tszyu, he didn't know Tim Tszyu was that fast. So
Yeah,
I believe
his punch resistance, man, that's been gone,
yeah,
man.
that's what I said.
And he's a bad boy too, man.
Yeah. But it's that ninth
Harrison's a bad
round, man.
boy.
That ninth round, man. I don't know
You
what
think
it is about that ninth round. But Willie Nelson, who else? Who else? Willie Nelson,
Jared Hurd,
Jared
Jared
Hurd, Tim
Hurd?
Tszyu, like Charlo, like
Facts.
it's just
Oh man,
all of them in the ninth. I don't know, bro.
Facts.
Trees.
I just
I
don't.
almost want Xander Zayas to fight him now, Trees, because of that.
I
bull.
mean, that's
No,
what I'm saying.
I think
You know me,
You know
hey
what?
coach.
Let's,
You
I
know,
almost
hey
want that. No,
Johnny.
Megan,
You know,
no,
John,
we gotta put this bullshit to rest.
Johnny. You know how I rock. No, because that's what I'm saying, Johnny. You know I'm Mr. Build My Fighter. Xander did.
Who you trying to
No,
build?
listen to me. You know Xander my fighter now. He beat a motherfucker who beat my fighter, so therefore he becomes my fighter now. I
Well,
have to believe in gang now. He proved me wrong. I told you what I thought was gonna happen.
And could we say that he beat the fighter that beat your fighter convincingly? Could we say it was convincingly?
We gonna do that because that fighter that beat my fighter didn't beat my fighter convincingly. It was a split decision win that he got over my fighter.
Right, but then Xander
and that's why Xander has officially. I'm taking a knee. He got that off. I'm fucking with him now.
So
I want to see him.
You reward him with Tony Harrison,
and for a former world champion.
This is what you're doing.
No, excuse me. A former world champion who beat Jermell Charlo. So you telling me say he beat Tony Harrison and then say Jermell Charlo decided hold on, talk to me. Because Jermell Charlo say Jermell. No, Johnny, say Jermell Charlo decide to come back. He sees that Xander Zayas is doing his thing, and all of a sudden, my first fight at 160, I want to fight Xander's. I want to bless Xander Zayas with a fight against a former undisputed champion because I see him doing his thing at 160. My first fight at 160, I'll fight Xander. I like that. What's wrong with that? I'm trying to build my fighter.
Somebody's gonna pay $100 to boot you off the panel soon.
I mean, if shout out to them if they want to do that.
That's coming. We got a couple people. We got a couple of other callers though. I got a flip flop here, y'all. Let's get some other people up in here, man.
Go ahead,
but Trice didn't finish his thought.
I'll be here when football season comes, bro.
Oh hell yeah! See, coach is
go pack, go. Your Lions going down.
Yeah, it's Lions and Ravens over here.
Trees, y'all could jump in a little bit later on. Let me get some other people.
I'll be back. Shout out, y'all. Be cool.
All right. Peace. Yeah. Let's get Hugo and let's get Fight Sport. I think Fight Sport, you were up first. Damn, Coach, mute your background, please. Fight Sport, what's up, bro?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me on, Johnny. Are you hearing feedback from me? Because I think my microphone's okay.
Let me hop back in right now.
All right. Yeah, it was Hugo because now I can hear you clear. What up, Fight? What's good? You here with me? You here with Vega? And you here with Coach Bermudez on his way? Wait, Coach Bermudez, where you going? You going to a hotel or you going back to Massachusetts? Coach?
Looks like he froze.
Anyway, if he's muted, thanks for having me on, guys.
Muted. Go ahead. Good. Cook Fight. What's up?
Yeah, I didn't catch much of what was it, the Polanco fight, so can't really comment on that. I was impressed with Zayas, and I heard what the Boxing Maniac said, and I'm a little bit torn on it because on one hand, I thought that was pretty damn good for a 22-year-old kid, and a 22-year-old kid who doesn't have the Mike Tyson genetics, who was like fully grown at 15. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was controlled and everything, and that's ultimately a good thing. But on one hand, I do think actually that did kind of look a little tame. So does he have that killer instinct? But he's 22. So again, not everybody's going to have like a killer Mike Tyson mindset at, what was it, like 16, 17, he turned professional. So I think there's plenty of room there. I will say, based on Fundura's performance against Tim Tszyu, which, I discussed with you guys after the fight. I do wonder if Fundora maybe should have taken this fight because Zayas, again, he's good for a kid, but I think we've seen here he doesn't have great punching power for this division, which is fine. But, these other guys who can crack a bit, like Murtazaliev, we know can punch. We saw against the Tim Tszyu fight. Ortiz, we know he's sharp, he's accurate, he can punch. That is going to be. I feel like we're asking a lot of or at least I'm asking a lot of questions about him because this division is a shark tank. So I look forward to what he does next. I don't know who he's going to fight. As for Carrington, was he fighting for the interim WBO title at featherweight?
Yes.
WBC.
WBC. Yes.
Oh,
yes. WBC.
Right.
Interim,
So that
yeah.
makes him. Does that make him mandatory for Angelo Leo's title?
No. It is he's the interim under Stephen Fulton, who's moving up to challenge the 130-pound champion.
Oh,
so he's basically in flux.
Did you see him call out Ray Vargas, bro?
Yeah, Ray Vargas is a champion in recess, so it makes sense.
He's a champion in recess, right.
Yeah, and that would be interesting because I'll say with Carrington, his body shots were not only were they really good, but it kind of reminded me of a young Errol Spence. Like before Spence fought Kell Brook, people were saying, "Man, this guy's the real body." Like they were calling Dillian White the body snatcher. They said, "Man, this guy's going to be the real body snatcher. He's going to take everybody's bodies away." And I thought, well, Kell Brook's a good boxer, and he went in there, and sure enough, he made him quit on body shots. So, yeah, Carrington looked real good. I don't. For me, he had his left hand down a little bit too low, and I felt that if he fought somebody who could punch, and this is another Shark Tank featherweight, I wonder if somebody could put him down. But then again, he's probably not listening to people like me, so that's just a little, not really a nitpick, but he didn't seem to care too much about defense in this fight, which, maybe it's because he didn't need to. And based on that performance, I actually thought Fulton would have beaten him, but Fulton's moving up, so he's probably going to become the full champion. And a fight I'd really like to see him against is Nick Ball, because you want to talk about a gunfight? That's a gunfight, and probably one that goes 12 rounds. I do just want to slide this in there. First of all, I want all these champs to fight each other because they're all brilliant. They're all great. I think Leo's probably going to be the best, but that's just a guess. Let's wait and see. I am going to say, just because, it could happen at the end of the year, I don't think Naoya Inoue should jump up to fighting these guys yet because they're big.
Yeah, man. I was talking about that too before that. Who was I telling that to? I think it was my wife. I was watching the fight with her. I was like, man, this is so this is the division that they want everybody that everybody wants Naoya Inoue to jump into at 126, especially for the name recognition. But I don't know, man. I don't know. You talk about Espinoza. You're talking about Shushu, and I love Shushu's performance, by the way. Did you guys hear Tim Bradley's take on his performance? Like Mark Kriegel and him, I wouldn't say they went back and forth, but I know Mark Kriegel at the end of the fight, and then at the end during the whatever they call that at that show after the fight finishes,
the post fight,
the post fight, but they call it something on ESPN. He was like, I think you guys were a little bit hard on Shushu because basically he shut this guy out. But Bradley's biggest criticism was he didn't take this guy out. Like he didn't take him out. He was like, well, Espinoza would have knocked him over the ropes, and Nick Ball would have stopped him, and all this other stuff, which I thought it was a little critical, bro. I thought Shushu did some really, really good things in that fight, great things in that fight. What do y'all think about that, though? The fact that he didn't finish this guy. Both of you guys. I'll ask you.
I didn't agree.
Hugo's on the panel as well.
What's up, guys? How are you guys doing today?
Good. But Hugo, before you go, let them answer real quick, and then I'll let you go. Because then I'll let you cook, okay?
Yes, sir.
Vega, what you think first, and then fight, and then we'll go to Hugo.
Listen, man, not every guy can just be stopped like that. Here's it's not just Styles, man. Styles is really big, but Espinosa is like 6'2". I don't agree. I don't think Nick Ball would have got him out of there either. But they definitely I think you would have seen maybe a little more like they probably would have tried to jump on it more, and that's cool, I guess. But I think Shushu did tremendous offensively. I think Fight Sports Talk. I think he was basically going towards Shushu was sacrificing defense for offense, and I thought I was entertained. The dude looked strong. I think his name is Mateus or Matthias Hida.
Hater. Yeah. Matthias
Hader,
Hater or
okay.
something like Hater.
What he lacked in technical ability, he had in toughness. He was committed to his own punches. I think he looked like he could punch a bit. Maybe not always, not everything he threw was as hard as maybe he would want. But I think he landed on Shushu. Shushu ate all those punches that landed. Never seen him get hurt. And I thought it was, like you said, the body punching, the jab. His left hand going up and down was nice. So I don't think he should. When you make that type of critique, I think you should praise him first and just say, hey, if I could say something where I wanted to see more of was him push the gas. So yeah, I don't think there's much you could say against what Shushu did tonight, except not stop a guy we don't know.
Right?
Yeah,
Before we go to Hugo.
I was confused. I was confused by that because, as Vega brought up, I noted that Carrington had his lead hand down low and could have got hit by a better fighter, but maybe he just did that because this guy was somebody he could do it against. So I think he actually went out of his way to be more aggressive. Like I talked about how Zayas was very controlled, which was a good thing given his age. Carrington, I felt, was a bit more offensive than he needed to be. So I don't know. Bradley Bradley says a lot of things these days, which just I don't know whether he's trying to get a reaction or whatever. Because this guy and I did a video on it, and I could have gone further on this guy, but after Usyk beat Tyson Fury the second time, he said, "You guys think he's an all-time great?" And I just couldn't believe this guy. So I don't think it made any sense. I think. I'll just say this, man, guys. There are a lot of analysts, and not to speak ill of the seniors, but Muhammad Ali's autobiographer, name escapes me, but he's one of them. Tony Bellew is another in the UK. Spencer Fearon as well. These guys just come out with really weird takes to where you wonder why they were considered experts. And Bradley's becoming one of those guys for me.
I hear that. Hugo, what you think, brother? That's my translator right there. What's good?
What's up, bro? What's up? Well, I definitely think if Shushu wants to call out the big names and the champions in his division, tonight he should have made a statement. I mean, he's fighting someone that we never heard of, we never seen on TV. So if he wants to call out Rafael Espinoza like he did at the end of the fight, he doesn't have leverage to do that. He has the backing. He's an intern, but still, Rafael Espinoza is looking for a fight that could sell. And I don't think that could be Shushu at this time. Tonight proved it. I mean, he should have got him out of there. His excuse was that he wanted to show people, quote unquote, he could go the distance in a championship fight, but you just don't do that. The atmosphere was already pretty much dead. He would have turned that motherfucking up because, as you guys were saying earlier, Jan Santana was playing with his food. I feel like Rohan Polanco, he was just a smaller guy in that fight, and that just goes to show you if he definitely goes up against these other big dudes, heavy punchers like Raul Curiel, Abel Ramos, possibly even an Alexis Rocha, he will definitely have trouble. He's been fighting guys that are not on that top tier just yet. So I definitely think that that Shushu could have made a statement, being the co-main event. Him just getting that guy out of there, and I felt like he had that potential to do it. This is the second African that he has had trouble with. If you guys remember, it was the fight before his last. It was a controversial win. I mean, a lot of people felt that he lost against the other African.
Is that Sagawa?
Sagawa,
right?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So this is the second African that he definitely. I mean, he had a tougher time with the other one, but that just goes to show you that if you want to make a statement, you want to get that opportunity, you want to get that phone call. like the phone call that Mr. Emiliano El General Vargas got tonight of the WBC president, Mauricio Suleiman. I mean, you have to make statements in these big fights, being a co-main event, turning that pretty much arena back up. But I do want to give congratulations to the new champion at 154 pounds, Mr. Xander Zayas. He definitely had a better a better game plan, better footwork, and he outsparked my guy El Chino. I was going for the Chino, but we lost fair and square. But yeah, congratulations to him. But I definitely do want to see him in another big fight. Hopefully, I am kind of a little worried that Top Rank will not throw any event for like a good 6 months. What do you guys think? Because today was the last fight in ESPN. So what do you guys think? When would we get some news? Because I mean, that's a big platform, and it'll suck to have all these guys on idle. It'll just suck.
Good question.
What do you guys see happening? I mean, who's like prime candidates? I mean, do you guys know people that know people? So like, do you guys see them signing with a prime? With I don't know. I mean, I doubt they'll go to like a Peacock or something like that. But it's unfortunate that it will no longer be on ESPN.
As for me, good question. I'm curious as well what their next move is. It could be a Peacock or something like that. I will tell you, just let me know what the deal is, because if not, I'm going to cancel my ESPN Plus subscription, because I mean, I have that subscription basically because of ESPN boxing.
Yeah, no. This is it. It's like an official cancellation.
Yeah. So I'm probably going to cut that. I don't know if you will, Vega. You probably. I mean, do you watch other sports on ESPN? I don't. Well, ESPN Plus is what I'm talking about, because that's the one you got to pay for. ESPN is free, correct?
ESPN's with your cable subscription. Absolutely, right. TV ESPN Plus. Are you crazy? College basketball.
Yeah, I'm not.
College football.
Yeah, no.
I watch NBA games too on ESPN Plus. Like
I get all that shit on a Fire Stick, bro. Like I got ESPN Plus basically for boxing. I ain't gonna lie. He said nasty work.
But yeah, a couple more things. So yeah, I mean, shout out to Xander Zayas. I do feel like he could have also got Mr. Chino out of there too. It's just like I felt like there was a lot of playing with food today. I mean, these guys, the fans paid to go out there, and I mean, boxing is cool. Trust me, it's a sweet science. But for the casual fans, for the guys that pay their hard-earned money, like I would want to see knockouts, and it was a possibility tonight, man. It was there. It was there, but I don't know. They just didn't do it. But whatever. But yeah. Alrighty, guys. Just wanted to get that out there, and I'll be on the background.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Man, I don't know. I don't get it, man. I mean, guys are, you're not going to be able to knock out every opponent that you face. It's just, how many people let's not even lie. How many people that had Xander Zayas winning this fight thought he was realistic and to knock this guy out? I don't think there was a lot of people that really thought that fight. Did you think? Because I have Xander Zayas winning this by decision, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, I didn't really think to predict a knockout because, well, I just didn't know enough about Garcia to know if he was really vulnerable for a knockout. But no, he's he hasn't exactly been stopping people his entire career. So, and like we said earlier, there's nothing wrong with that. So, no, I didn't see any problems whatsoever with a knockout. I mean, with not getting a knockout. Like, what impressed me about this guy, what has impressed me about this guy so far, is his confidence for his young age. So, and that didn't change with this fight. So, yeah.
But you got people like Alberto saying that Zayas didn't engage is the problem. I'm not understanding. Like, yeah, he did a lot of moving probably the last 3 rounds of the fight.
Could I just say?
I'm not gonna lie, but
yeah. Could I just say this, guys? Like, because I feel it's pretty relevant. These are the same people who said, "Oh, Xander Usyk can't beat these guys. He's too small. He can't punch. He ain't got a heavyweight knockout power." Yeah, what up, doubters? Like, I mean, I don't know why people care. I've done it before a lot as well, but I learned because I was wrong so many times. You can't just because guys knock people out doesn't mean they can do everything. So I think he's going to do fine. Like Espinoza, for example, is I'm impressed with Espinoza's ability to knock people out because he puts himself in a lot more risks than someone like Zayas does. So he kind of has to knock people out. But in general, like if you are going to outpoint people, okay, that's fine. Not everyone has got KO power.
Mute your mic, H-Sound, for a minute. I'll get you to speak in a second. Let me just damn, I almost forgot my point. Yeah, I mean, I'm not understanding it. I think Xander Zayas did some really, really good things in this fight. I mean, and I'm gonna rewatch it, man. I mean, H-Town, go ahead, man. Like I'm at a loss for words right now. H-Town, what you think, man? What did you think of Xander Zayas' performance, man?
I think he took his foot off the gas after round 7.
But couldn't have been a little bit more of, again, Vega, wasn't this was his first 12-round fight, right?
Correct.
And again, there was constant pressure. Could it have been that he kind of gassed out a little bit in the last 3 rounds, which enabled him to do a little bit more moving? But already at that point, I think he had the fight in the bag. I mean, could that have been what it was? Like, I'm asking all of you guys.
Johnny, the problem is he looked so dominant the first 5 rounds that you would say,
"Hey, more than the first 5 rounds."
He started slowing down after 5. He started grabbing more and disengaging. The problem is he looked so dominant the first 5 rounds. Us as the fan were like, damn, he could get a ref stoppage the way he's catching this guy. He's like countering every punch. Every time he throws, he's getting punished. You're like, it looked like he could have stopped him in the first 5 rounds because he was just catching him clean. So many punches. He had him off balance. He had him lost. It was like they didn't even look like they're on the same level the first 5 rounds. And all of a sudden, he's like, okay, round 7 hits. I'm ahead. Time to disengage. Time to grab. It's like he's like, I don't want to take no risk. I won already. Like it's like he was counting the points in his head already. You know what I mean, Johnny?
Yeah.
Like that's the way it looked, man. And that's not a good look when you're a young guy and you're trying to make a name for yourself and you want people to root for you more than you're Puerto Rican. When you want the masses to root for you. You want to see guys go in there and at least try to get a stoppage or just put so much punishment on the guy that the corner throws the towel. Because it looked like he could have put that much punishment on him because he was catching him so clean. Vega, he was catching him clean, bro. Dude, he was turning his neck with some of the shots. Maybe like not knockout power, but he was hurting him. He was hurting him, man. He had him off balance a couple times with some of the shots in it. I just think he could have done more, man. And I don't like seeing fighters take their foot off the gas. I don't personally. I hate it. I'm like, you're the more dominant fighter. Be the dominant fighter the whole fight. Don't just decide to now I'm gonna mail it in because I won.
Again, I don't think he mailed it in at all, man. I think this dude was a tough fucking fighter, man. Has Chino Garcia ever been stopped?
Absolutely not. He's only lost like split decisions, I think.
Right, like he went into and he was what was he, number 2 in the WBO rankings? This was 1 and 2, right? This was obviously a shot at the vacant title because these dudes are 1 and 2, coming off a victory against Charles Conwell, which nobody thought he would beat. And I don't know. I just think we're being overly critical, bro. Xander Zayas did some really, really fucking good things in that fight, bro.
Johnny, I guess he's a victim of looking too good.
Now people are calling Chino a C+ fighter.
I know. I've heard it a lot.
I'm not fucking understanding that. Like, make that make sense, bro. Wow.
That's how good Xander was looking the first 5 rounds, Johnny. That's how good he was looking.
How many rounds? Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this question. This was a 12-round fight, Xander's first 12-round fight. How many rounds did you had Chino Garcia winning?
Maybe like the 2.
You got to think about that, right?
Yeah.
You got to think about that because probably the first half, when I asked you that, you were probably like hard pressed. Like, damn, how many? Was it 1? Maybe none. Yeah, me too. If I had to be generous, 2 rounds. So how is it because he didn't stop him? I'm not understanding that we're being too overly critical,
It's
bro.
not that he didn't stop him; is that it looked like, okay, I'm only doing enough at the end of the fight. You know what I mean? It's not that he didn't stop him. It's the same thing. Remember when De La Hoya did that with Trinidad? He only did enough the last 3 rounds just to because he already knew he had one, and then they punished him and gave Trinidad the fight.
Right.
But can I?
Right.
Sorry, can I comment on that?
Go ahead, fight.
Yeah. Trinidad De La Hoya was one of the worst decisions ever. Like, yes, De La Hoya did. Yes, he didn't throw a punch, or he didn't land a punch in the 12th round. He did take his foot off the gas, but everybody acknowledges that De La Hoya was robbed. So, taking your foot off the gas, it's not an excuse for the judges to rob you.
No. But us as the fans and me as a boxing fan, I hated that. The last 3 rounds of that fight, I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like,
So
no Mexican
you
boxing
think
fan
that's
was
what
happy with that.
you think that's what
Well,
Xander Zayas did the last 3 rounds of this fight?
Yeah, he's like, "I'm good. I'm good. I'm not gonna take any risks to get hurt. I already won. Give me my belt. I'm moving on."
I don't
sorry,
think that the referees gave. I don't think that the judges gave Chino Garcia any of the. I think if anything, the 2 rounds that I believe that he won, if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna watch it again, was probably 7 and 8. If I'm not mistaken.
yeah, and H-Town, if I could just comment on, again, you're talking about excitement. Yeah, of course, ideally, we would all love to see Hagler Hearns every single fight. But these fighters, I mean, they're not going to want to end up like Wilfred Benitez or Tommy Hearns or Riddick Bowe. So, can you really blame a young fighter for not putting himself in harm's way? I mean, this division is a shark tank, bro. He's going to have plenty of tough fights down the line.
Yeah, man, he's 22 years old as well, bro. Like, let
I
me ask
know,
you a question,
but
Asan. Did you have Xander Zayas winning this fight by stoppage or knockout?
no.
What was your prediction coming into this fight?
I thought he's gonna win just a decision.
A close decision, probably, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably close. Yeah, but like I said,
this wasn't even close. So
yeah,
that's what I'm trying to understand. Like, how do I?
but that's my point. When you see somebody dominate so bad the first couple rounds, and he didn't look like he was tired to me at the end of the fight.
Nah, I mean,
You
not
know,
tired. I think I think he was mentally, but that was a tough fight, man.
like if
That
he
was
was huffing and puffing in round 6, and I'd be like, damn, he's huffing and puffing. Now he's got to just, survive to get his win. I'd be okay. But when he looked like he still had more to give and punish the guy more, I want to see him punish the guy more. You know?
I'll say this. Yeah, I think he was controlling the fight, and the way he controlled it at the end was not to have so many exchanges, to be more disengaged, to where he was using more footwork, more in and out. And I was okay with it because he wasn't going to stop that guy. I'm sorry. It wasn't worth the risk. For what? What? So he can get clipped? That dude was punching hard. Like, the dude would catch him every now and then. Dude was landing good body shots. So y'all want to see him go out there and get stopped. That's all I'm hearing. It's funny,
Bro,
right? A lot of people said this was a tough
we've
fight.
always complained.
Chino had a good chance to win, and then when he gets cooked, now he's shit. Throw him away. We never want to see him again because he's trash. Xander Zayas is a world champion, the youngest world champion we have currently, and he's going to stay a winning fighter fighting like that. So very smart. Shout out to his trainer.
Yeah, I thought it was a great win, man.
This is the bias of boxing fans. We've cried for years about fighters saying it's a race till 7. Everybody's complaining. Any fighter that takes that point in fighting, it's a race till 7.
It wasn't a race till 7, bro. He won 10 out of the 12 rounds, bro.
Bro, a race till 7 is a metaphor that once you're ahead, that's it, mail it in.
He kept winning.
We Alberto, you want to jump in here? Because I know he wants to get a little bit. He called it earlier and he didn't get a chance to talk, so we got to give him some shine, man. We got people in the back too, so I'm gonna have to
I'll
flip a couple of you guys out in a bit.
I'll head off now, Johnny, because
All right, man. Appreciate
it's
you.
got work. But thanks for having me on, guys. Peace out.
Always, brother. Always, bro. Alberto, what you got, man?
Yeah, so Johnny, the problem was, so the first 3 rounds I thought were really good, action-packed rounds, and then I think Zayas just kind of made that flip in his head that I don't want to get hit anymore. And after round 3, it was very clear to me. He went into like the Haney game plan, as I would put it. He just kind of used his boxing skills. I think he might have clipped Garcia or whatever Chino like probably 100 times. So that's the problem, Johnny, is this fight is like, what was the top rank card? It's the last show on ESPN, right? This fight is a microcosm of why boxing is no longer a mainstream sport, because of performances like that where the guy's just kind of phoning it in. Like, yes, Zayas is better. Show us. Go out there. I'm not saying rock him, sock him, but
he did.
Johnny, he penciled it. He phoned it in after round 3. He got tapped too much, and he Johnny, I saw the fight, and my eyes are telling me that after round 3, he could have gave the fans he probably would have stopped the dude. I think like there's no one here is saying that Chino is a better fighter than Zayas. I think he could have stopped the dude if he would have kept trying, but I feel like after round 3, he kind of just, he's like, I'm levels above this guy. I'm gonna just clinch him 100 times. I'm gonna just, use my feet, get on my bike, and I'm gonna just cruise it, because it's a top ranked card. Chino wasn't gonna get any love on the scorecards either way. So that's my whole grievance, Johnny. Is I feel like this fight is a microcosm of why boxing isn't on linear TV anymore. You think a casual fan's gonna watch that shit and be like, yeah, I want to see Xander again.
Hey, Johnny, if Shakur does this, we crucify him, and people say that Shakur got out boxing.
What was that?
When Shakur does it, we crucify him, and people say get Shakur out of boxing.
So what Xander did today was what Shakur does?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
He gets ahead of the card.
Pound for pound fighter, baby.
I'm not,
Hey,
damn, Zayas is a pound for pound fighter.
You're looking at this through a hardcore boxing fan. I'm letting you know
that's what we are.
I know, but we're good with it. But the masses ain't good with this shit. This ain't gonna get the sport where it needs to be.
That's crazy. All right. Hey,
am I lying?
That's some tough critics, man. That's what's up.
He was great. He was great. No one's saying he wasn't great.
Critics, man. Critics. No,
and if he was Puerto Rican, if he was Mexican, I'd say the same shit. If he was American, I'd see the same shit. Like, whenever you see someone so dominant, you want to see him dominate all the way through, not just be like, you know what, I'm good.
Go to that next gear, Johnny. Like I feel like he could have stopped him if he wanted to. But I hear that, I don't know why.
But again, we're talking about a guy that's never been stopped. We're talking with nobody. I don't think anybody that had on the panel or called or whatever it is, we're picking Xander Zayas to stop this guy.
I think he could have
did what he needed to do. He showed that he was levels above this guy from a skill perspective and won an easy decision. Like, it wasn't even questionable. And because he didn't stop him, just like Shushu wins this fight 11-1 or 12-0 because he didn't stop him. That's the biggest criticism we have. I just think we're being tough critics. That's all. But
Johnny, listen, I'll just say this. If he just would have kept doing the same thing and nothing was changing, I understand it. But he switched it up. He showed you, listen, I cannot, it's not, I don't have to just dunk it. I can hit 3-pointers. I can do it from the mid-range. We watched fights with Haven Brady on Friday where he was doing the same thing over and over again, and I was complaining he's not switching up. I was asking for Shushu to switch it up. But look, listen, man, you're trying to pound this guy into the ground. It's not working. Let's outbox him. Let's show him like, yo, I can do this with one hand. I can step around you and counter you all day. But he didn't do it, and that was my critique. But Xander showed you I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different ways I can dominate this guy. Congratulate him and the new.
Crazy. Attorney Bailey, man, I got 5 people up here, so I don't want people to talk over each other. I usually don't.
Hey, brother, I'm gonna head out, man. I'm gonna head out.
You head out?
Me, they hate me here, they love me here, but I love all y'all, man. Shout out to
That's
you,
all right,
Johnny.
man.
Shout out to everyone on the panel.
Sometimes,
Appreciate y'all
let
patience.
me tell you something. Sometimes I love you, sometimes I hate you, but that's what I love. You know,
I never hate you, Johnny, man. Take care.
I'm lying, bro. I don't hate none of y'all, bro. Nothing but love. Vega, I appreciate you. Yo,
Shout
we
out
coming on
Vega.
8 o'clock, y'all. 8 o'clock. Attorney Bailey, what you got, man? What you got? We got somebody else in the back room. All right.
Hey,
What you got, AB?
Can you hear me good?
Yeah, but you got some feedback coming in the back. Alberto, mute your thing so we try not to
Can you hear me good?
Go ahead. A little bit. It's like a lot of it's some feedback in the back.
All right. So my thing is this, Johnny, and this just being honest. Why he's ready to be a champion.
You breaking up again.
Let me call back in there.
Yeah, you breaking up. Shout out to my brother AB, Attorney Bailey. Call back. So yeah, man. I mean, hey, I get it. He said it's a little. Who said it's a little? Oh, Alberto said it's a little choppy. Yeah. His service was a little bad.
Hey, Johnny. And Rohan looked a little mid. He looked a little mid.
I had Coach on a little while ago, but he's driving. I don't know if he's headed back to the hotel or he's going back to Maryland. Not Maryland, I'm sorry, Massachusetts. But I told him if he is going back to the hotel, jump back on.
Hey, remember when Stock Chasers came out here and said Rohan's gonna do what Brian Norman Jr. couldn't do and put this guy away?
I do remember that. And Stock
Now
Chasers was on here.
he never said that.
But he was on here a little earlier. He said he was absolutely 100% happy with what Rohan did.
Yeah, but he said he never said that. He was on the Hatrix talking about. I never said that.
What?
I didn't say he was gonna put him away.
What did he never say? What did he
That
say?
he never said? That he was gonna put him away. He goes, I never said he was gonna stop him.
Yeah, he did. I think he
tried to walk it back tonight.
Yeah, he tried to walk it.
Alberto's on this shit from start to finish. The Stock Chasers not say that.
100% he said that, Johnny. He was trying to walk it back.
Absolutely. He walking that shit back on the Hatrix H-Town?
I'm telling you, Stock Changer, bro. He's the changer.
Cap, where is he, bro? Oh, he went to Two Tone's channel?
Yeah.
Damn, Two Tone's still on? The fuck?
Not earlier, like at 9:30, 9 o'clock.
Oh, all right. Nah, that's Cap, bro. He came on here and said that Rohan is going to do what Norman Jr. didn't do. He was going to cook Quinn and Randall. I remember that shit clearly. Oh, I can't wait. I hope he jumps on tonight at 8 o'clock, bro. I cannot wait. I didn't know he said that over there because he didn't say it here. He jumped on the panel for a little bit earlier and he said that, he was satisfied with Polanco's performance. He absolutely did well, blah, 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 which,
I agree.
I expected him to say.
I give him an A, Johnny. I think Polanco did his thing.
I mean, listen, Quinn and Randall's a hard guy to look good against. I mean, what fighter has really looked good against him? You could tell he was trying to go for a knockout.
Mm-hmm.
He just couldn't do it, but nonetheless, are you back, AB?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
So far, so good. This is my belief, and I'm just being honest. And I've been watching. I come up in a time and watching boxing where boxing had some great champions, and you move your fighter, and the fighters, they while they were champions, they were not ready to face certain champions. Today, the young fans just want to throw them in and be merciless against more experienced fighters. All of them had to move a certain way. Even De La Hoya, all of them had to move a certain way. And to be honest with you, he is ready to be a champion, but just because you're ready to be a champion don't mean that you're ready to face the elite. And it's not. Just being honest. When we watch him, we don't, he didn't give us that wow factor tonight like Bam or Inoue. Yeah, you got a skill set and your tools are different But you backing off with 3 rounds left, and you're gonna face the killers of the division, Johnny. You're telling me those guys didn't see what I saw, and I'm not a fighter. The first thing they're gonna do is pressure him from round 1 because they feel like his heart's not there in the latter part of the fight. That's what I would do, and I'm not saying that as somebody don't like the kid. I'm saying that I'm like Alberto. That's what I saw, and that's what the other champions saw.
Hey,
Beat me that young guy, okay? Beat me him. That's what those champions are saying because I'm coming at him from round 1, and about round 6 or 7, I'm gonna get him. He needs more seasoning, Johnny. That's all.
no, and that's fine. I'm not, yeah, but I'm not coming on here saying that this dude is polished and he is destined for greatness after this win. I never said that. But what I will tell you is he did exactly what I expected him to do, which is win this fight convincingly. This fight wasn't even close.
Yeah, but Johnny, understand
I
this.
didn't pick him to stop Chino Perez. I picked him
Understand this, Johnny.
to become a world champion at 22 years old, and that's exactly
You
what he
are
did.
right. The fight wasn't close, and there was an expectation for him to win, but there was not an expectation for him to run the last 3 rounds. You do that against the killers of the division. They're gonna be ready for that. They see that they're gonna come. That bell's gonna ring. Well, he ran the last fight for the last 3 rounds. I'm gonna test him. I'm gonna test his will. And as his trainer, I'm not throwing him in there against the elite. I need some more seasoning. I need to get that grit in that dog because anyway not running. Bam not running. They're gonna go and they're gonna fight 12 rounds. Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, all the great ones. They ain't gonna quit. They on your ass from round 1 to
But
10.
that's an unfair comparison because you're talking about Inoue, who is an accomplished multi-division champion. You're talking about Bam Rodriguez, who is top 5 pound for pound in the world. Accomplished, bro. Xander Zayas is making his way into the boxing world at 22.
Well, you got that killer instinct, Johnny. You got the killer instinct.
Your comparisons right now to where those guys
But
are,
how
where
is
they
that
were
fair?
at 22 years old, or where they were at
Johnny, can I ask you this?
Very unfair.
Let me say this, Johnny. Let me say this, Johnny. When you're a fighter, you're supposed to think that you're a Sugar Ray Robinson. You're supposed to think that you're Bam Bam. Your skill set is supposed to be there, or you don't step in that ring at all. Period. You better get ready because this ain't basketball or football. This is boxing. This is a gladiator sport, and you can get killed in that ring. You better be ready. And for you to say that, that skill set is different and they're pound for pound the greatest, you better think you're pound for pound the greatest, and you best perform like it, because your competition is coming. So if you ask that kid, is he a pound for pound fighter? Is he the next Ray Robinson? I better hear him say yeah. I don't want to hear no hesitation like that champion. What was that heavyweight champion? When Roy Jones was questioning him about his desire to fight, and he didn't have that desire. You can't say that. You can't. Guess what? He's not. ESPN pumped him up. He's not there anymore. So for you to say, well, those guys are pound for pound, you better think you're pound for pound. You better prepare like you're pound for pound.
Yeah, no doubt. No, I get that. We got Cornflake the Mana up in the building. He wants to address some of the things that's being said. What's up, Champ? What's going on?
Yo, what up?
Chilling. What's up with you?
Hey, shit, man. Good brother, man. I just left the fight. I just seen a young future superstar become a world champion. and it was dope. It was dope to be a part of that experience, to see him. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Um, y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah. We can hear you, brother.
No, because I got the Obama shit. Yeah, my shit holding up.
Oh,
It's good.
here we
Yeah,
go with the
yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
Obama phone shit.
No. My shit holding up. So be good.
Nah, it is
So,
holding up. Actually, you driving?
so I'm driving, bro. Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
go ahead. Go
yeah.
ahead. I ain't gonna hold you. Go
Nah,
ahead. Do your
so
thing.
with the gentleman that was just talking, you know what I'm saying? Good brother, you can't start the convo by saying I'm not a fighter, and then just criticize the shit out of a fighter is crazy. That's crazy. Um, is he still on the line?
Nah, he jumped off. He jumped off. Maybe he'll get on
Fuck
this
out
man.
of here. That's crazy. That's nasty. Nah. I didn't like the fact that he can't. You could tell. He from the goddamn. He from the Sugar Ray Leonard and Robinson days. You know what I'm saying? You can already tell. I don't know. That shit was corny. Where it's like, yeah, look, Xander's 22 years old, bro. He won the fight. I thought it was 11-1. It could be
Absolutely.
10-2. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Bro, he's a baby. He's a baby, but he's a world champion. That's boxing today. Abdullah Mason about to fight for the world title as well. He's a baby. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about, though. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's dope. But yeah, that dude talking,
He's back.
having.
He's back. He's back. Attorney Bailey's back. If you want to address him or
Can
you
I
want
can
him to
I
come back.
can I can I address that?
Go ahead, brother.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Who was the young man that was speaking earlier?
What
An
you mean?
actual fighter, a fighter.
All right, okay. Oh,
This is
that's
you
my
talking to
opinion,
Conflict
man.
Kamana. Thomas
That's
Conflict
just
Kamana.
my opinion. I could be wrong, but this America, you got a right to be wrong. That's my opinion. So, I'm just saying, this guy took his foot off the gas the last 3 rounds. Would you do that as a fighter? Would you do
Absolutely.
that?
Yup. Sure would. If I got the fight won, absolutely. But he's also.
Okay, well, do you think people gonna want to see
hold on.
that after they done paid
Hold-
their money for that? Or do you
Absolutely.
think you'll generate a following?
Absolutely. He's a future superstar. He's Puerto Rican. He just had
Cornflakes.
Madison Square Garden sold out, brother.
Flake.
Yo.
Keep it 100,
Yo.
Flake, man. As a promoter, you're not telling your star to take your foot off the gas.
No, the hell I ain't. I'm telling
No,
you,
you're
my
not, bro.
superstar.
You know people don't want to see that,
The hell
Cornflake.
I ain't. He a superstar, bro. Listen,
I'm not saying he's not good, bro. We're not saying
let
he's
me
not a
get 30
star.
seconds. Let me get 30 seconds. No interruptions, please. Let me get 20 seconds, matter of fact. Let me get 20 seconds. Hold on.
Go ahead, brother.
All right, brother. Yo, he is a future, and when I say I mean near future superstar. He's a world champion. He's Puerto Rican. He has the best promotion company, one of the best. I have Matchroom and Top Rank at a top 2 of the best promotion companies behind him. Top Rank knows how to build a star. That's facts. And so with the other gentleman that was just speaking, brother, he's not gonna fight no. Unfortunately for fans, we're not going to see Xander Zayas fighting the IBF champion. I can't pronounce his name. He's not going to fight Sebastian Fundora. He's going to fight guys who he's the 70-30, 60-40 event has the 70-30, 60-40 advantage over for 2 reasons. A, because he is the superstar. He's going to put asses in seats. He's going to sell them tickets, okay? And he's a baby. He's 22 years old. And that, by the way, us
No,
as
I get
fans.
that. Sir, let me speak.
Hold on, brother.
Let me
No,
speak on
brother.
that. I
Hold on,
get
brother.
that
You can't interrupt me. Don't do that. Don't do that, brother. I ain't gonna let you do that, sir. Hold on now. Hold on. As boxing fans, that's not our fault that the boxing world, okay, is having these young 22-year-old, 21-year-olds compete for and win world titles. Okay, like I made an example, Zayas and shit. Who's the dude I did? Abdullah Mason. These are young babies that are gonna fight and more likely become world champions. That's not our fault, but that's just the way it is. Now the promoters, like I said, Top Rank, being one of the best of creating stars and building stars and all that. Now they're gonna cook and do their magic with them too. You know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is. We gotta accept it. You know.
Man, that's just my. Can I speak on that?
Sure. Yeah,
You're
of course,
breaking
All
up
bro.
a
right,
little
that's
bit again,
my
AB.
opinion. I believe that that's not exciting. I believe that the fans don't want to see that. I believe that sometimes you're in states where in boxing, especially boxing, the judges can, you don't know which way it's going to go. So you got to finish the fight. You have to be in the fight, and you have to be convincingly in the fight and winning the whole fight. You can't get on that bicycle. And as a promoter, I want to ask you and challenge yourself: would you want that? Do you think that's going to sell tickets?
Yeah, so yes, I'm gonna answer your question. Then I'll circle back when you're done your statement. Yeah, the answer to your question is yeah. I think it's gonna sell tickets because Xander is like I said, a future star. He could fight. He could fight Mary J. Block. No, I'm not Mary J. Sorry. He could fight Joe Blow on the block, and he's still gonna sell that small theater out. 3,000 people, 4,000 people. So, unfortunately, yes, sir, he's going to sell. As a promoter, look, like two things. A, making sure our guy wins. Three things, sorry. Making sure our guy wins, safety, okay? And then ticket sales, obviously, the money. We ain't going to cap, of course.
Hey,
Of course.
Flake, that was
Yo,
actually work. That was actually work what you just said, because you said that small theater. We want to see them sell stadium out. So you're thinking little.
1,000,000%, bro.
You're thinking
Of
little.
course.
We're thinking stadium, superstar. I'd rather see my star start off slow and finish strong.
Papi, I just said future star. What you mean? I just
You
said
guys,
future star.
you guys all realize that Xander Zayas is 22 years old, right?
And he's a
He
baby,
will.
of course.
I'm just throwing that out there. He's a fucking baby. He's the youngest world
Let me
champion.
put
He's
it to you
young.
this
He's
way.
young.
Let me ask you this, promoter.
Go ahead.
With all due respect, let me ask you this, promoter. Let me ask you this. So if Tito Trinidad, a fighter like Tito Trinidad, who's also Puerto Rican, was fighting on the same night, who do you think the fans go tune in to see? They gonna
Trinidad, of
watch that
course.
or Tito Trinidad or Xander?
Again,
No, of course,
you're talking about
of course. No, so Johnny, real quick, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you on your own show. My bad. Of course, it's true. Of course, the answer is Trinidad. We all know that. But you comparing apples to oranges right now, in like a legend and a 22-year-old.
No, I'm
You know what I'm
not even
saying?
talking about being a legend. I'm talking about style. Let's say they were the same. Let's say they were the same point in their career. Who do the fans want to see? Do they want
Sir,
to
I
see?
think,
They're gonna
yeah,
that's gonna leave a lasting imprint. That's gonna
yeah,
leave a lasting imprint.
yeah. But sir,
They're gonna want to see a
not for
style.
nothing. Not for
but
nothing,
AB,
brother, but you're kind of analyzing something and
Of
you're
course,
giving
you
your
want to
opinion
attract
on something,
certain fans, but you want to attract all the fans.
yeah, I understand, but you're talking like, okay, so, bro, like you just said, you never boxed before or nothing. Not for nothing, brother, man. Getting hit in the fucking head, kind of, excuse my language. I don't mean to curse. I'm not cursing at you, but
Bro,
getting punched in the
I've
face.
been
No,
in
no,
all
no.
kind of gyms. I've been
Yeah,
around some
you guys are both breaking up.
of the
I think
world's
Fake is
greatest
breaking up.
fighters. Greatest fighters.
you just
Greatest
said you didn't. You
fighters.
just
So I
said you
can't
never fought before. You just said you never fought before, brother. So which
and I
one is
can't
it?
have an opinion. Most of us.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that you can't. Of course, we all could. Of course, brother. I ain't saying that. I'm just giving facts. A style like everybody don't fight like Trinidad or Mayorga or Fernando Vargas or people that are rock'em sock'em robot stuff.
Floyd didn't fight like that.
Of
And
course
Floyd
they
was able
didn't,
to
and
market
of course
himself
he didn't.
as one of the most, how many people bought his pay-per-views?
He's an anomaly, Johnny.
Hey,
don't do that, brother.
You have all these copycats.
Why is it hard pressed to think that Xander Zayas can't
Floyd will punish you the whole fight, Johnny. Floyd will punish you the whole fight.
Boxing version of Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd wouldn't give you no rounds, bro. You know, Floyd will analyze you.
I remember very, very vividly there were people that used to criticize Floyd for freaking being a runner, which now all of us, now that he's retired, say that's all cap. But there was a lot of fans, thousands of fans that used to call him a runner.
Johnny,
plenty of people used to call him a runner, not entertaining, blah, blah, blah. He sold.
I think
he wasn't Felix Trinidad. He wasn't knocking people out. He wasn't Mike Tyson knocking people out.
But Floyd was in the fire, bro. Floyd was in the fire.
And again, I get, and I say that to say, and I go back to my original statement. We are talking about a guy that is 22 years old.
I know he's young.
He's 23 next month.
He's young, man.
That just won a title, and people want to compare. Well, he's not entertaining, like in a way. Again, an accomplished multi-division undisputed champion. He's not as entertaining as Bam. And again, an accomplished multi-division champion. Well, you comparing him against all these people. This dude he hasn't done anything until today. He won a title today, bro. Give him some time.
Johnny, we're talking about this fight, not his whole career, bro. We're talking about right now.
What about it?
We're just talking about right now.
We're talking about a performance.
He won exactly.
That came off a win against Charles Conwell, which nobody thought he would beat Charles Conwell. Charles Conwell was a future opponent for Xander Zayas.
Would you not agree that Xander was looking extremely dominant the first 5 rounds?
I think if I look at the fight in totality, I say it was a dominant fight for Xander Zayas. He won 10 out of 11 out of 12 rounds. That's a dominant performance. That is a dominant performance. You win 10 rounds, 11 rounds, 12 rounds. That's a dominant performance in my book.
But Johnny,
it wasn't even close.
But Johnny, the problem is,
he just didn't knock Chino Garcia out. He didn't. The last couple of rounds, he coasted.
Okay, Johnny, Zayas is 23 in like 3 weeks, so he's closer to 23 than 22. He got signed to top rank,
but he's still the youngest world champion in professional boxing today by a year and a half.
No doubt,
or a year and change, because Brian Norman's about to be 25.
But okay, this is my only pushback, guys, is that he got signed to top rank at 16, so his whole life changed. He has certain minimums, he has endorsements that other guys don't have the privilege that they have to still work a day job. So he's been boxing is his singular focus from 16 to almost 23 years of age. That's 7 years, right? Chino, he had the upset against Conwell, right? But before that, can you name any guys that he knocked off? He was an unheralded fighter.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that because coming into this fight, Chino and Xander Zayas were 1-2. 1-2. Nobody had Chino beating Charles Conwell. Nobody. You included, me included. He beat him. He earned this opportunity. They were 1-2 in the rankings. Again, I don't make the rankings. I'm telling you what the rankings were. And realistically, I guess they're gonna people are gonna say before the Chino fight, who did Xander Zayas beat, right?
Hey, Xander looked great in his fight. I'm not saying he didn't look good, man. I just don't like the way he ended it.
I get that. I totally get that. I mean, I knew there were gonna be people that were gonna say, "Well, Xander Zayas did what he needed to do," but he didn't knock this guy out. But
I didn't even want a knockout. I just want punishment all 12. Hey, Cornflake, I'm fixing to get out of here. Hey, I want my Rosado fight. I want the official Cornflake going away fight. I wanted to be a movie. I wanted the gloves off in the ring. I want to cry with you. I want the fight, Cornflake.
Yeah, man. Nah, Rosado can kiss my ass, bro.
And I'm fixing to get on his podcast. I'm gonna be a drama queen, dog. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna start shit.
I hope you do, man. And by the way, I'm actually shout out to Gabe for bringing back his first trainer that taught him how to throw a fucking jab, and he's not getting Hollywood. He brought Billy Briscoe back, so I got a little bit of love for him now. So yeah, I'm good with that. Make sure you know that.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna let him know. All right, man. Salute, guys.
Appreciate you, bro.
H-Town Flake. What's good, bro? I didn't know you
Hey,
was in the
hey,
building
hey,
over there.
hey, man. Yeah, bro. I told you. Well, heck, man, I was on my way there, man. You know, a couple days ago, I said I was gonna go. Yeah, bro.
Did you?
Yeah,
Maybe. Yeah. It was probably one of those 6-hour shows where I was half asleep at the
probably.
end or whatever. Because we
Yeah, nah,
we
man.
cooking here.
It was all good, bro. Yeah, man. Nah, listen, everybody. You know, look, their opinions matter, bro. I love it.
Nah,
I'm
I love
saying,
it. I
I
love the
just,
opinions, bro. Alberto cooked, Attorney Bailey cooked. Y'all cooked. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and that's what it is. This is a safe place for us to just
nah,
share
for
our
sure.
opinions. We're not always gonna agree. We're not always gonna agree, and that's
It's not
okay.
even about agreeing. Yeah, no, it's not even about agreeing.
Yeah.
Or disagreeing. In this case, at the end of the day, um, you know, um, so okay, so their beef isn't Xander winning and now being a world champion. Their beef is the fact of him basically taking his foot off the gas.
Yeah.
And now, okay, all right, you
He
know,
had a guy who he was cooking early in the fight, and they feel like he should have stepped on the gas pedal and taken this guy out
in
in the
his
last.
first 12-round world title fight with all the pressure on him
Hey,
from yeah, and that's what they want, right? From a
yeah,
22-year-old kid. Got it. Cool.
hey, I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I get
Got
it.
it.
Listen, man, I was thinking in the 5th, 6th round, I'm like, bro, he's got a chance to stop this dude, and nobody stopped him, bro. This is gonna be dope. And he didn't, but I wasn't necessarily disappointed. I wanted him to win the fight and look good doing it, and he did. He also took some shots as well. Shout out to Chino Garcia, tough dude, man. Like he came to fight, bro. He came to fight, and but I think Xander did what he needed to do. But there's still work to be done. At the end of the day, I'm not sitting here. Trust me, y'all. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Subscribe to the fucking channel, y'all. If y'all watching this on live on X, YouTube, Facebook, come on over, subscribe to the channel. There are power in numbers. We're trying to turn this train into a locomotive. Let's do this. But I'm not saying he's a finished product. But what I'm saying is at 22 years old, he's a champion. And we all seen in the past what getting a strap has done to fighters. It changes their mentality, man. Let's give this dude some time. I see people in the chat earlier saying, well, he's the weakest champion, 154 now. Well, guess what? I'm okay with that today. You can say that today because he just won a world title. We'll see what the future holds. We'll see what the future holds, baby. Malcolm, what's good, bro? You want to check in, brother?
What's good, Johnny? Yo, is the background noise crazy? Cause I'm at the
I
gym.
hear a little bit of it, but that's okay. I can hear you clearly. What's good, bro?
All right, what up, man? Yeah, shout out to Xander, bro. Look. I'm gonna be real. I'm seeing a lot of shit on Twitter. I'm seeing a lot of criticism on YouTube, Instagram. You feel me? Everybody on here just kind of going a little crazy. Look, going into the fight, right? And I've even said it myself. Xander, his biggest step up fight was Teixeira, who he couldn't even put out. You feel me? Like he wasn't able to put him out, and Chino beat Conwell, and then there was this whole thing about, oh, Chino might be able to beat Xander, so we're gonna have to knock it off and act like we expected a completely dominant performance for Xander. Like nobody expected him to even probably look as good as he did prior to like the last few rounds. I haven't heard a single call. I haven't heard any predictions like that talking about belt to ass. Nothing. It was, oh, he beat Conwell, so he's probably gonna beat Xander Zayas. The thing is, you could say the first half of the fight, Xander was doing his thing. You know, he did get hit with some unnecessary shots.
It was a fight.
You feel me? Yeah, like he would pull back at times and get hit with some right hands. But for the most part, he would get his movement off. He would land that left hook and then he would pivot off. And sometimes Chino would move with him. You feel me? But he had great movement and combination punching. What I felt like was the last few rounds, while everybody's saying he kind of, step off the gas. What I also seen was if he tried to put him out there, like he was losing steam on his punches. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole fight you're moving. So when you're moving, you're going to get a little more tired. And you can see his punches weren't having the same effect. And he's not known to be a knockout puncher. So I don't see what everybody's like really crying about. And mind you, I'm not this pro Puerto Rican guy. I'm not pro black. You feel me? I don't do none of that shit. I usually just root for whoever I'm going to root for. And I got certain favorite
We
fighters.
love all fighters
You
here,
know?
bro, at
So
the Hangout spot. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I mean, I feel like if he would have been in there and he would have tried to get him out of there, Chino's fight is to exchange. The reason Conwell lost and it was a split decision. Shout out to Trees, by the way, but it was a split decision loss. And listen, Conwell wasn't moving like that. You know, Conwell's best work also would every time they were in the clinch or they were in the inside. If anybody watches it, Conwell would sneak some punches out. You know what I'm saying? He would hit in the clinch, and then the referee would stop it. Like he was sneaking in some work.
Right.
But his main flaw was that he wasn't moving. You know, so Xander started moving. He's 22. He's not really known as a knockout puncher like that. So you could just I expected a decision, but I didn't think he was gonna dominate him like that, like in the first 3 quarters of the fight. But in terms of him being the weakest champ, I don't see him being a Bachman for sure. I think Fundora will probably put belt to ass to him because Xander's inside game isn't really that good. He would have to get into the inside. You can't really outbox Fundora, and then you got to watch out for the uppercuts. Virgil, that's a tricky one. He'll have a better chance with Virgil, even though he's not a belt holder. He'll have a better chance with Virgil than he would have with Fundora. Virgil's defense has improved. The thing is, Virgil has good pressure and he has better power. So if he gets hit with an unnecessary shot, it's going to be an issue. And I don't know how he deals with that pressure throughout the entire fight. But yeah, it's just he did good. I'm happy for that. He did good. He could have definitely did better in the later half of the fight. But I've never heard a single person. Please tell me if I'm wrong. Has anybody said that he was going to put belt to Asachino and probably knock him out?
I don't remember anybody saying that, bro. Not last week. I mean,
and I don't even recall Chino ever being stopped, let alone knocked down. I don't remember if he's ever even been knocked down. So he's a durable guy, you know what I'm saying? But it's just people like to talk, man, and they just want to see Rock'em Sock'em all fucking day. You feel me? In terms of marketability, he's a pretty clean cut guy. I don't see him being too flashy of a dude. Like Trinidad was a knockout puncher. That was his thing. Cotto had more power, but he was also clean cut. You feel me? Again, Xander has more years. Camacho was flashy as shit, but he wasn't a knockout puncher like that. Like if you watched him, I think at 135 he was probably hitting a little harder, but his knockout percentage wasn't all that. So, he's just gonna take the criticism and he just got to improve from there. There's still levels to the game. You feel me? And maybe at 160 he'll probably look a little better. But it's just people just like to complain. That's all it is, man. People be upset. Flat feet and power punches doesn't always win fights. You feel me? Y'all mad that he was moving too much. Well, tell your guy to turn and cut the ring off better. You feel me? That's your fault. That's on your end because you don't know how to fucking cut the ring. You feel me? But that's just people, man. And I'm cursing a little bit because shout out to Cornflake. He opened up the floodgates for me. But yeah. But shout out to you, Johnny. And I didn't see the Rohan fight. How did that go?
He won by decision. Again, he fought a guy that nobody realistically looks good against. He did what he needed to do. Easy decision. But he was trying to knock the guy out. But Quentin Randall's very, very tricky. Flicked out a jab. You got to check it out, man. You got to check it out. There are a lot of people obviously that are shitting on Rohan because he didn't stop Quentin Randall. He's supposed to be this
Norman
guy.
Didn't either. So I don't see what's the problem.
Right. I thought he did what he needed to do. He got 10 great rounds against a very, very crafty veteran guy that, again, nobody looks good against. And he won the fight. He did what he needed to do to win the fight. He was trying to knock Quentin out, but that just didn't happen. That just didn't happen. But, there's some stuff that I think he needs to work on. I thought he needed to go to the body a little bit more. I thought he needed to throw some more combinations instead of try to load up on, 1 or 2 shots. So there's still some work that I think he needs to do. Coach Bermudez was up on here earlier while he was driving. But tonight at 8 o'clock, I'm going to try to get him on so that we can kind of, get a little bit more in depth into that. But check it out for yourself and let me know what you think.
All right, for sure. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not seeing the chat, but if anybody got an issue, just call in and break some shit down because 9 times out of 10, most people can't really break shit down on the technical level. You feel me? Y'all just watch shit. Y'all just want to see niggas punch each other. And y'all be like, oh yeah, such and such got power. He was moving. But y'all can't talk about combination punching and pivoting and head movement and IQ shit. People just be watching shit. You feel me? They see shit, but they don't watch it and comprehend it. I'm not trying to act like I'm Hamza. You feel me? Shout out to Troy, but it just should be nasty, man. I just be hearing a bunch of bullshit all the time. This is why I stay off of Twitter and all of this. A lot of people don't know what they be watching. But
Sure.
yeah, that's really all I gotta say. I'm gonna just continue in the gym, man. But shout out to Xander Zayas, man. We got one, but stay away from Fedora, bro, because I don't think he gonna beat Fedora. He might be able to beat Virgil. Get another fight in between, maybe something to warm up. I don't really know. Now, if he moves up to 160, this is what I was gonna say. If you move up to 160, maybe Troy Isley, because that's a WBO fight, or I would say a Vito, because Vito's ranked, I think, number 5 in the WBO, and Troy Isley's number 4. The thing with Troy Isley, he's a very good mover, but he has the Bomac X factor. You feel me?
Right.
Because I say game plans trump anything, and Bomac is a very good coach, very good advice. I hear him in the corner all the time, and he always says the right shit. So I say that would be a good fight moving up. And I think that's it. But WBO also, they have a super champ status, right?
They may. Yeah. They
I
may.
think they do. Yeah, I don't think he can
Yeah.
go straight in. Fuck,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a good idea to go straight into what's his name, Janny Beck. But yeah, man, that's all I really gotta say. But shout out to you, Johnny, and then I'm gonna tune into tonight's show for sure. But yeah, if anybody got a problem with what I said, please just call in and just break some shit down, man. I'd love to hear what y'all gotta say. But shout out to you, Johnny.
Appreciate you, my brother. Malcolm always rocking out. Attorney Bailey. AB, you there?
Yeah, buddy. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
You getting any feedback?
No, not right now. Go ahead, man. Cook, brother.
All right, but I just want to respond. My phone actually went out on my computer.
You breaking up. Now you're breaking up again. Every time you call, you driving.
No, well, I'm actually, the place where I am is by the airport. So
Okay, now I can hear you clear.
Yeah, the place where I am is by the airport. So it kind of may be interfering with
Oh,
it.
now again, you're crashing in and out. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, you could talk. Talk now. Try again.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
I can, but go ahead. Keep talking because again, you're good now, but then you start going in and out.
Just let me know. Just let me know when you can hear me.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. These guys not get what I'm saying. Okay, the guy he has a skill set. Now, I want to respond to the guy that says I'm not a fighter, and I don't know.
You cutting out again, brother. You cutting out again, man. Damn, man. I want to hear you, man. Fuck. Attorney Bailey's my dude, bro. I gotta hear this, but you cutting out again, champ.
Yeah, most of the fighters, most of the people that watch the fight, they're not fighters.
Right.
They're not fighters.
Right.
I'm just telling you what I saw. Man,
No,
I have grace. If I have grace to ring, if I showed you pictures with some of the greatest fighters, I've been in pro professional fight camps. I know what I saw.
Right.
I know what I saw. So I'm not saying that I'm not a fan guy. You know, I'm a fan of boxing. All right. I'm not a fan of a fighter. Okay.
For sure.
So saying that, I'm looking at you have to gauge where your champion is. Okay. And you have to gauge on how to keep your fan base there. While he is there and he is a champion, he's not ready to face the Fundoras. You even just said it. He's not ready to face those monsters. He just needs more seasoning.
For sure. I don't deny that though.
And after a good win, all the fanboys and the first thing they'll say is put him in against the greatest fighter. So you want him to end up like what's his name? The guy Vargas. You want him to end up like Vargas, right?
No.
You want him to end up like David Reed.
No, but you got to understand, AB. I'm not that dude that's gonna put him in the water with the sharks right now. Why don't we look at what he did tonight and put him in against a mandatory so he can make a defense first. Again, there are people that think that he's not even going to stay in the division that long because they feel like he's too big for the division. Why don't we put him in against a mandatory so he can make a defense? And then depending on what we see there, then we think about maybe a unification.
And
He
Johnny,
said he wants Fundora, not me.
Okay,
You know what
but
I'm saying?
understand this, Johnny. I come from an age where I watch fighters fight regularly, and that's how you build your skill set through
Right.
fights. And you every fight takes you a level. Every fight comes with a different skill set. Okay, just because you're a champion don't mean that you're gonna be a champion forever. If you want to be a champion for 8 years, like the Larry Holmes and all those other fighters, you have to move aggressively, but progressive, and
For
you have
sure.
to think.
For sure.
Every fighter bring different skills. I am not new to this sport. I don't even call it a game because it's not a game.
I got you.
All right, man, I'm out. Thanks for giving me an opportunity to call back in.
Bro, you my brother. You always welcome. You know that. You ain't got to thank me, man. You family up in here. Attorney Bailey is family. Oh, shit. Coach, you back?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back like cooked crack, man.
Oh, shit. Who you got in the back seat? Who that in the back seat?
Oh, it's my man. He's a Olympic bronze medalist.
Okay, that's what's up. You
And
tell him I'm
you
your
got my man back there, the manager for Carlos Gonzalez.
Yo, tell him Johnny from the Hangout spot said what up, and we got to
Good.
get
And
him on the show
my
one day.
man right here is 10-0 as a junior middleweight.
Tell my man I said what up. Y'all got to get him on the show with Johnny from the Hangout spot, bro. You know how we do.
Indeed. But you know
What's good,
that's how I travel, man.
Coach? Where you going? You going back to Massachusetts?
Indeed, almost there, bro.
Oh, okay.
40
That's no
more
wonder
minutes.
why. Okay, because you probably like 2 or 3 hours away from where you're at, right?
Yeah.
When you left MSG, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, man, we've been cooking here, bro. We've been fucking cooking.
Yeah. Let me know what's going on.
We got hold on, CJ Rich with the $10. He said, drop the caller and get some rest. Oh, that was the last caller. We're gonna cook tonight, and I need to beef with somebody. Yeah, tonight we going live at 8:00. Coach, I sent you a text. I want you to jump on tonight on my show tonight.
Oh yeah, indeed. Did you reach
Yeah,
your
yeah.
super chat goal?
Nah, we didn't reach the super chat goal, man. We almost there, but it's all good. It's all right, man.
Nah,
It's
we're
all
gonna
right.
reach it, man. How many we need?
We need 4 more, man.
Oh man, that's nothing.
Smash that like button, y'all, man. We streaming live on YouTube,
Hey man, support the channel, man. 4 more super
X,
chat, man.
X, and Facebook. We screaming, you hear me? Streaming live, and we talking about the cards tonight. We had a couple of people call in earlier when you jumped off. Kind of asking about that Rohan performance, but you weren't on the panel. They wanted to kind of get your take on the performance.
Yeah, it was an awesome performance. First of all, it was awesome on his part because he pushed the pace. He tried to, he put it on the line where somebody else made it look like they wasn't in survival mode when it was just in survival mode.
Coach,
But
look, hold on. Alberto said, ask Coach if Stock Chasers is in the trunk.
that's where he belongs.
He said, yo, Vegas, Zona de la Vega, Alex Vegas said, tell Coach to have his fighters to super chat. He said, you got to have the dudes in the trunk. He said, you got 4 dudes in there. Tell him send me a super chat.
Yeah. Who was that, Vega?
Vega's off the panel, but he just put that in the chat. That's
Tell
fucking
Vega
funny.
to come back, man. Come back on the live for a second.
Man, Vega,
I know you're trying to get off. But just give it a second.
Nah, Polanco A+ performance. I said that. Alberto said A+ performance. He did call in and say that, but there were some people that were critical. Again, bro, if you don't knock a dude out, it's crazy.
No,
Because
he tried. He
was trying. He was trying. That I could tell you. He
But
was trying.
why? Like when you got somebody putting on, like, he ain't bullshitting. He did the reason why I say it's a good performance is a good performance for the fans. And if you're a fan and you don't like his boxing style, I think, what the fuck do you like?
No,
right?
he's very
Like he's
entertaining.
putting it out there.
No, he's very entertaining, and the thing I like about him too as well is he wants the other dude. Like he kept on telling, like he kept smiling, like telling him, "Yo, come on, let's fight, hit me." Like I like that shit, bro. I like his confidence, man. I really, really do, man. I really do. But you said he was hard on himself,
And
though.
he's and like outside of boxing and all that. The kid lives. Well, I already.
Damn, coach is breaking up, man. Coach, you breaking up. You on that freaking Obama shit too? You on that Obama shit like
Yeah. You know the
Cornflake?
highways. I'm on the high.
You on that fucking Obama shit. Yo, Cornflake was on a little while ago in the car too. Did you see Cornflake over there? Did you see Cornflake?
No. He was on.
He was on. He was on a little while ago. He was arguing one of the callers about Xander's performance because we had some panel members that were critical of Xander's performance, and this is the reason why I want to get your take on that at 8 o'clock, though, when you are in an area where you are not on an Obama phone.
Indeed. But I was saying outside of Polanco's boxing, like the kid lives in the gym. The kid could afford to like live anywhere. But he's choosing to live in the gym because he'll constantly stay working on his craft. You know, and he's in that mind, he's breathing, living, eating boxing, right? As they say.
Yeah.
And outside of it, he ain't out here hitting girls, right? He ain't beating up his girlfriend, like, he ain't going to jail. He don't got, he boxing for the entertainment of other people. He putting it on the line, though. So how can you not like appreciate that from a kid like that?
Man, I appreciate it. But
Yeah,
again,
whether
boxing fans are hard to satisfy, right? Because and you know what? I take that as a compliment because I was thinking about some of the shit that people were saying about Xander and in the chat. And it's only because I feel like they see something different in these young fighters where if they don't perform at that level, it's a disappointment to them. You know what I'm saying, Coach?
Yeah, indeed. Vegas said it awesome earlier. He hit it right on the nose when he was like, like there's no fighter that's perfect. Like you got to stop trying to like even I don't know what was up with Timothy Bradley. If you hey Johnny, if you get a chance, try to watch it with Timothy Bradley talking.
I heard it, Coach. I heard it all. I heard the criticism.
Yeah, what the? So he at one point in time, I'm hearing him. Oh, Polanco looks terrible. He looks terrible. He looks terrible. And then the other dude asked him like, "Well, how did he look terrible?" He's like, "Oh, you want me to go down the list and break it down?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, like how he look terrible." He's like, "Oh, when he's punching with one hand, he got the other hand down." Like, there's no come on, man. You calling
Coach,
the fighter? You calling the fighter terrible because
Yeah.
the offhand is down? And at the same time, he's trying to be entertained. He could easily touch and move and just go pity pat for pity pat and win the fight. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Something was up. I find the broadcasting a little fishy. I find it a little fishy.
He was critical of Shushu Carrington's performance because Shushu didn't take this guy out. Meanwhile, one judge had it a shutout, the other one had it 11 rounds to 1, and the other one I think had it 10 rounds to 2, if I'm not mistaken. And he was like, "Oh well, I compare him against the other fighters. Rafael Espinoza would have hit this dude and knocked him over the ropes, and Nick Ball would have knocked this dude through the ropes." And I'm like, "Bro, like really?" Like really?
Well, I mean, I think I don't know what's going on in his career, but that was the last episode of boxing on ESPN. So I don't know where he's gonna go from there.
Yeah. Who knows, man? I'm not a big Tim Bradley fan behind the mic. I've always had criticism of shit that he said about a lot of other fighters.
No, but today, honestly, Johnny, today was a little crazy because there was another time where he's like praising Randall's defense and how he's moving around the ring while Polanco's punching him in the face. And it's like there's something's up here, man. They started off with Randall's. They started off with his history of going to jail and like they was on that for a little while, and they just kept like looking at the things he was doing good,
right?
And even things where when he was missing, it was like, oh, he could have caught him with that. It was just like all random. He was dominated so much that one of them had to say something about Polanco, and then they say something about Polanco, but but he got caught with the right hand on it. And it was funny. It was something fishy about that commentating. I wonder if anybody else thought the same.
Nah, no. It was funny. I was watching the fights with my wife. She'd tell you, I'm always critical of shit that he says, and it is what it is. I'm watching the fights again tomorrow. Once I go to bed and get up, I want to see that fight again. I want to see the main event again. There was a lot of people that were critical of certain performances because they felt that they didn't take advantage of beating an opponent.
Can we have a breakdown on it?
Which one? No, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that tonight. 8 o'clock.
Can you have a breakdown on or be copywritten or something?
Oh, you mean to play them? Yeah, I don't know. I think we probably get a strike if we do that. That would be dope if I could do that. But I don't know if you remember, were you on the panel when I put that little clip of Pacquiao and the dude that he fought in Japan? You were on the panel. No. Remember we were talking about Pacquiao that he got punched on by that dude Ampo from Japan?
Oh yeah.
So that little clip, I just had it on for like a minute and a half. I got flagged for that. I got flagged for that, so I had to cut it out and then repost the they took the show off.
Well, if anybody on the chat if they was there and they recorded anything, we could probably do it off of that, do clips off of that.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody did, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it tonight. I'm going back on live tonight, Coach, 8 o'clock. So
yeah, I'll be there, man. Right. Good looking on having me, and know that Armando Martinez got a second round knockout.
Did his fucking thing. I saw it. I saw the clip you sent me.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Did you see the picture I sent you today?
Yeah, indeed.
I took a picture of you on the screen. I was like, look at fucking Coach. You know what I said, Coach? I'm gonna tell you what I told my wife was laughing. They put the mic on you. I was like, look at Coach. His fucking Spanish is terrible, bro. It's worse than mine.
It's better than Stock Chasers, though.
It's better than fucking Stock Chasers. But I was like, look at Coach trying to fucking do his Spanish deal. Like, get out of here with that shit. But nah, it was effective. You was doing your thing. But yeah. So 8 o'clock tonight, Coach, because I'm about to bang out.
All right, cool, man.
Get back to the gym safe, man. Appreciate you. I'm gonna text you when I get up in the morning.
All right. Have a good night.
You too, man. There you have it, y'all. Coach Hector Bermuda's up in the building. We're gonna do it up later on because it ain't even tomorrow. I'm gonna go to bed. Right? Great show, man. Another great show. What are we on? How many hours we done, y'all? Who's on the check-in? Alberto's here. Alberto usually keeps tabs on. He said, let's do another hour.
It smelled like a toilet full of nasty ass shit. Okay.
Man, I'll fall asleep here. Nah, this was good. You know what sucked though? I was trying to go on about a half hour earlier, but I was having issues with this damn mixer, man. And I had to figure that thing out. So we didn't end up going on until about 12:45? Yeah, because we are almost at 3:45, so almost 3 hours. Okay. Yeah. So almost 3 hours. But great show. I wanted to come on and get I fixed it. Well, And let me ask you a question now that you're on here. I did rewatch that show where I was having issues. I don't know what the hell was going on with the I was cutting in and out. Remember when I was with Coach and the microphone or whatever? I think that was a Wi-Fi issue here. But we haven't had any issues here with my sound, right? Can I get a sound check real quick? It was good today, yesterday. Yeah. It was the static. Yeah. I rewatched the ending of that show and I was like, holy shit, but I didn't hear it on my end. And I didn't hear it on Coach's end. Y'all was hearing it, which was weird. It had to be a Wi-Fi issue. Maybe something with this mixer. What I did was I updated the software. And then I unplugged something that I wasn't supposed to unplug earlier. So I was having issues with that. And I didn't test it until I was about to go live. Then I had no sound. So that's why I ended up jumping on later tonight. That's what's up. Okay, today was crystal clear. That's what's up. Now, today was a great show. Again, I just wanted to, come on, get everybody's take. Great conversation. I love getting everybody's opinion, bro. Because at the end of the day, we're not all going to agree. And that's okay, bro. That's what makes for a great show. Sometimes we're not going to see eye to eye, but this is a safe place. The Hangout spot is a safe place to talk that passionate boxing shit, to provide your opinions and give your perspective, bro, in a safe, fun, friendly, family atmosphere, bro. Shout out to you. Chile de Garcia, you good, Juanito. That's right. We good. This was the first time I had to agree with you, Johnny. That's okay. Hey, we're all different, right? We're going to agree to disagree. Some of us up, but it makes for good conversation. We're all different fans. We all see things a little bit differently, right? But again, this is the place to do it. All opinions are welcome. All perspectives are welcome. Tonight's show is going to be dope, though. We're going back at it tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Next week, too, man. I already booked, locked in Vito Melanecki, White Magic, bro, middleweight contender. He going to be in the building on Tuesday for an interview. And then, obviously, you know the deal. After the interviews, we open up the phone lines and we talk boxing. We go like freaking 4 hours, 5 hours, whatever it be. Wednesday, we're looking at a guest. We're looking at lock in. Actually, I'm not even going to say anything until we lock that guest in. So I'll let everybody know once we're able to nail that tonight. 8 o'clock, we back at it. 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Make sure y'all tune in. Set them notifications. We back at it. We'll have Coach Bermudez on the panel so we can really, really break down the Rohan performance. And I want to get his take on the Xander. We really didn't get his take on the Xander performance. I think he mentioned in the call that he saw the fight, but he was in the arena watching it. I know if I know Coach, and I'm going to text him tomorrow, watch the fight on replay. I want him to give me his take on that fight. Who else? CJ will jump on, and Alberto and all of y'all will jump on at some point, and give us different perspectives on the panel, because this is what we do here at the Hangout spot, man. Hit the like button on the way out. Guys, please text somebody, man. Tell them to subscribe to the Hangout spot, man. We're trying to get to our next goal. And yeah, man, great show. Appreciate all of y'all. Malcolm, Trace, H-Town, Alex Vega. Appreciate you, my brother. The Boxing Maniac, my brother, jumped on earlier. Fight Sport Talk. All my panel members that usually jump on, provide their perspectives. All of y'all in the chat that be cooking. Yeah, we got Vito next week, Malcolm. That's on Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He's on the check it. AB, my brother AB. Always giving his perspectives, man. Always contributing. I appreciate you, AB, what you do for me in the back room. I appreciate that as well. You know that. He said, Johnny for sure crashing out over Xander. No, I'm not crashing out, bro. Xander, my dude. I'm proud of him, man. Puerto Rican, baby, 22 years old. I don't care if his birthday is next week or the week after, Alberto. He's 22 years old. He's the youngest champion in professional boxing today. Congratulations to him, man. We gotta give him his flowers, bro. He's the new WBO 154-pound champion. Shout out to my brother Brian Norman Jr., who's on vacation. We were texting yesterday. He's doing his thing. Just relaxing, a little R&R before he gets back into the gym in September to get ready for that big Devin Haney fight. We will be boots to ground in the gym. We will be at the gym. We will be in training camp. We will be doing a live from Atlanta. More to come on that, probably middle to ending of September, maybe the beginning of October. We'll probably do it a couple of times. Who knows? They family. But anyway, we're going to get up out of here. 8 o'clock tonight, y'all. Don't forget. We back at it. Appreciate the love and support. This is your boy Johnny signing out from the Hangout Spot Live, and I'll talk to all of y'all tonight. Peace.